Tomorrow, Bad Moms plays at the Drive-In Theater here at Five Flags
What a PT here with Danielle. Oh my God. Has it ever felt cooler to say welcome back race fans,
I mean,
right?
last year we were in Indiana, I literally thought we were like back fully in it. I didn't think it was going to be another year.
Oh.
But this time we're really back.
Right.
We're back.
We're back this time. Full season slate. This is kicking off tonight at Five Flags Speedway. And wow, what a big race we've got in store for tonight.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be so exciting. I got to say the guys all have a little bit of nerves.
Some jitters. You've been talking with them in the pits.
Some jitters. And also, you know, this track, if you guys remember 2019, because it's been that long, but like the last season we had, there was quite a few bumping and grinding and some accidents. We don't have the best track record.
Honestly, it's been a wild one, right?
Interesting, right? It's going to be interesting.
It's been a wild one. What have you been up to, Lil D? I heard that you did a little West Coast movement, right?
I know, yeah. So I've been out in LA, just like living it up. Luckily, I've been working in the music industry a little bit, so I've gotten to shoot some music videos. I actually got to work on a movie set. I was a little cameo in it, Downfalls High, which Machine Gun Kelly put out. So
nice.
I got to do some really cool things. It's been fun, but you know, let's be honest, it doesn't really compete with making a human like you.
Yeah, I did make a baby.
You had quite the lockdown.
Not as much me as it was my wife, right? But yeah, we had a baby, Olivia Grace, and it's incredible. Fatherhood. I know that a lot of people out there listening and watching have, had the gift of being, father, and of course, Mother's Day weekend this weekend. Shout out to all the moms out there as well. It's definitely been awesome, and it sounds like we've got some more babies brewing in the Bandits as well.
Oh my God, we got the Bandits. Have been
busy.
So first and foremost, Scott Treadway, of course, number 4, Scott Treadway. He actually got married and had a bandit wedding, so to speak.
Right.
Because he planned his wedding for the Friday of our original date for Pensacola before we got rained out. And I don't think they thought the logistics out, because can you imagine if we would have raced on Saturday after a bandit wedding? I mean,
races.
These guys love to throw it down after a race. So can you imagine what that would have been like? A whole bunch of hungover wedding party celebrators.
And how about those pit interviews, right?
Oh
you would have been dodging.
I would have been like, hi, can you guys have some coffee? Because we need to talk about racing. And they'd all be like, I can't even listen to your voice. Like,
but congratulations to the Treadways, and they're expecting.
Kim and they're having a baby. They're due in July, which is so exciting. But yeah, they had huge news. So that's super exciting for the two of them. And then Big Phil.
Yes, Phil.
Big Philly put a ring on it finally.
He did. Can you believe that? Honestly, like when Big Phil puts a ring on it, like.
I mean, and yet still no one calling me, okay? I'll try not to take that personally. But yeah, he got engaged to Mel. Finally, they've been together forever. So it's super exciting. They got engaged at Christmas. For those who don't know Phil, you should. But if you're not familiar with him, he's kind of the jack of all trades who literally keeps the Godfather safe and sane
afloat
as much as he can at these races. So that's super exciting.
And then Randy Briggs too.
Oh my God.
I mean, honestly.
And you guys, Randy Briggs, I talked to him today. He got engaged. Lovely future bride, Debbie. And he got a little choked up when we talked about it. I'm getting chills just saying it. Like, he's so happy in love. It's so cute. So, like, love is in the air. Hopefully everyone passes over this good luck to me, because I'd love to have a little of that in my life. But in the meantime, everyone's kind of celebrating.
There you go.
And super excited about it. So what a fun time.
Sources out there. I mean, we're not really a dating services, but Danielle right there, Danielle at banditseries.com, right? Check it out. But honestly, this race, and D, talk about this. We've got some changes with the lineup right now. So talk about a race where there's a little bit of some air where, like, it could be anybody's race.
Oh my gosh, for real. So of course, Ricky Rude pretty much retired.
Yes.
So unfortunately, our 3-time reigning champ, he's out of the series, which obviously is a bummer. We miss him. We love you, Ricky, but he's got a lot going on. He's got a whole family. Mark Noble is no longer in the series, so he's out too.
Yes.
But on the flip side, we got a whole bunch of new people. We got a new driver, Jordan Cantrell.
Jordan Cantrell's going to be out there.
I love his story. He was a spotter for Brian Cash for years. He kind of has worked every job in the pits. And so it's finally his moment to shine.
Getting his chance.
Tonight's his first night.
So good.
So excited for him. So that's awesome. We got a bunch of our drivers with new trucks.
Yes.
New trucks out there. So Darren
switching them around a little bit.
Yeah. After Salem last year, if you guys remember how Salem ended, where it didn't really end, Darren's truck was in multiple pieces.
Yeah. Not always a great way to, continue the next season of racing, right?
Yeah. But somehow, as luck would have it, he's driving a brand new truck today.
There you go.
So he's super excited trying that out for the first time. And then Brian Bear.
Yes.
He got a little upgrade there,
Yeah,
right?
the 99 for Brian Bear, the bird's eye bullet. He's going to be out there. And all three Kirkenberg boys are back. Trevor, Tyler, and, of course, the Godfather, Craig. So, you know, when you get all three Kirkenbergs out there, it's like, yikes, right?
The Family Feud, you know, they had that last year.
Yes.
They had this face-off of the three of them for a belt and stuff. So I talked to them all today. And, of course, you know, it's a lot of chirping. But I will say, everyone's kind of been saying they're going to play it a little safe and they want to be careful, which we've heard this before.
Yeah, stop me when you've read this book
and
before.
I can't wait to see how many people I get to bring that up and be like, I thought today was the safe day.
Yeah,
and
right?
Here we are in the wall.
We'll see what happens in the race today. I mean, 2 heat races. We've got the Bandit shootout. We obviously have the challenge race, and then that 30-lap main feature for a $10,000 check for the winner and thousands of dollars for everybody else. I mean, it is going to be wild today for sure.
Over 50K.
Think
We're
about that.
Over 50K. I mean, that's a big deal. And we only have like 14 trucks today. So, I mean, everyone's odds are very good. But, yeah, we got a lot of good competition. You know, Luke Whitmire won his last race last year. He won this year. First and only feature win was at Pensacola. So he's coming back in, and he said he's feeling the nerves, like, oh, I just feel like everyone's expecting it to be me again.
Right.
And so now I feel the pressure.
When you've got that returning kind of like when you've won before, right? You're sort of, you're the person everybody knocks off the hill, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I think a lot of people will be gunning for him. And then, of course, you have Mike Morgan.
Yes.
Always a fierce competitor. And he got second here last year. So I think he's definitely coming to try to get first. Brian Barry can't ever count him out.
No, definitely not. And I know that Brian is excited for next week, which is Salem. So we're going to be at Salem in a couple weeks. A full schedule, of course, on the website, banditseries.com. And while we're just moments away from racing. So, D, I'll tell you what, I don't know, you know, if you are excited to get back to racing, I got like literally goosebumps I've been having all day to think about like getting back to racing, you know, after this huge break that we've had, right?
I know. And it shows. Like, everyone's so elated. I think everyone's been hugging everyone, catching up. You know, this is truly a family affair. We say it all the time, but it truly is. Like, we got everyone's kids out there, all the families. Everyone's just excited. They've all been celebrating all day. But, you know, the nerves. There's a lot of nerves tonight.
Right.
Everyone's a little nervous, a little shaky. You know, there's not a lot of ways you can rehearse to get warmed up for this. It's kind of like practice laps and you're in. You know, we don't have 3 days of warm-ups and laps and practice and trial. We just jump right into it.
They're just going to roll. These Bandits are going to roll. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get D down there in the pits. I'm going to be helping the crowd as well. We know you're excited. We are excited for sure. It's going to be a blast. So Five Flags Speedway here, Pensacola, Florida. The action starts next. Thanks for being here, Bandit fans. Welcome, race fans, to Five Flags Speedway in Pensacola, Florida. It's PT and Lil D. Danielle. We are back racing. Oh, my goodness.
Back. Oh, my gosh, we're back, and we couldn't ask for a better night. It's gorgeous, and we are ready to get some racing going.
I know the Bandit fans are excited, and Danielle, you spent a ton of time with these drivers today. What is the excitement, or should I say maybe anxiety level right now from the Bandit drivers?
Yeah, the drivers have all been shaking off the dust. You know, it's been a year, and there's not really a lot of rehearsal you can do for this or practice laps except on the open road, which they never did, of course. But they're pumped. They're excited. We got a lot of lineup changes, shakeups. People got new trucks. I mean, it is going to be fun. They've all said they're going to drive really safe tonight, so we know what that means. Probably not.
Right, exactly. And we've actually had, a good amount of history here at Pensacola. I was walking by, and the guy goes, yeah, I'm the concrete guy here, the wall guy. So what do you think when it comes to, accidents and this track specifically, this half-mile track, the practice laps were fast?
They are fast. This thing moves fast. The guys are ready to do it. Luke Whitmire last year took his first feature win our last season. So he's pumped. He feels the pressure of holding that win. We got Jordan Cantrell, a new driver, coming into the mix. And then Darren Proffitt's got a new truck, and so does Brian Bayer. I mean, we're ready.
It's wild. New trucks, new drivers. What else is there, right? We got a lot of fun. We're kicking off a new season here at Five Flags Speedway. Little D is going to be in the pits all day long, keeping you company. I'm going to be up here in the fans. The fans, by the way, D, they are ready to go.
They're ready. Everyone's like, this is like a first live event we've done in years. We're going to be electric in here tonight. I can't wait.
Tons of high fives and hugs. Can you hug from a social distance? I don't know. We're side hugging right here, having a blast. Tell you what, up to Jeff and Adam in the booth. Boys, take it away.
All right. Thank you very much, PT. And we are live here from Pensacola, Florida at Five Flags Speedway.
Right.
And we are having a heck of a time out here. It'll be the first race of 2021 for the Bandit Big Rig Series, and it promises to be one heck of a season opener.
All right, Adam, go ahead and tell us who we got in that first heat race.
All right, let's take a look at who we have in this first heat. It looks like we've got the 41 of Marshall Davis, the 54 of Tyler Kruckeberg, 55 Craig Kruckeberg, 41 Marshall Davis, 46 Brian Cash, and in the number 9, making his debut in the Bandit Big Rig Series, we have the one and only Jordan Cantrell. This will be his debut in the Bandit Big Rig Series, and it promises to be an exciting season opener, as I've said before. And we'll see how Jordan Cantrell does on his first night with the Bandit Big Rig Series as a driver. He's been a crew member with Brian Cash and Luke Whitmire, and now he's going to find out what it's like to be behind the wheel of a Bandit Big Rig truck, and we'll see what happens in this first heat race.
We've also got a first-time driver in that number 9.
Yeah, and I was just talking about him, Jordan Cantrell.
He's actually driving which truck? It's not a debut for the truck, it's just a debut for him, right?
Yes, it is a debut for him. The number 9 of Jordan Cantrell, that used to be the number 7 of John Lisenby, but now it's the number 9. John Lisenby is working on a brand new truck, and he is not here today, but he will be back in the Bandit Big Rig Series in a couple of weeks, and we'll see what he has in store for us.
We saw Redbeard is what they call him, right? We saw a great win at Bristol Motor Speedway a couple of years back before a year of COVID. He did have his first feature win. He had a lot of heat races, but never a feature win. And so he finally came through with a win at Bristol. He's real emotional in the winner circle. It was a great race for him, John Lisenby. We'll be looking forward for John coming back.
Yep, that is exactly right. And I gotta say, I can't wait to see what happens in this first heat race. Now, the heat races, they are going to be 10 laps each. We normally have 3 heat races, but since today we have only 13 trucks, we're going to have 2 heat races, and they're each going to be 10 laps. Then after that, we will have our fan favorite Bandit shootout after an intermission. Then we'll have 2 challenge races. Those will be 15 laps. And then we'll have our 30-lap feature later on tonight. And with the action that we had the last time we were at Five Flags Speedway, this year promises to be no different.
Well, they've got them all lined up. Looks like they're about ready to go. I see them giving them the high sign down there, the tech officials. So it won't be long now. They should, I believe they just cranked their engines. So they should be getting started here shortly. What do you think, Adam? Is this going to be a pretty exciting race? You know, we've been off for a year now. So we've had the one race at Salem last year. It's actually been a couple of years since the Bandits have put on a full show. We're seeing another shot of the 99. That's 90, also a new truck.
Yeah, that's the number 99 of Brian Bayer. Brian Bayer was fast in practice, but the guy who was fastest in practice and qualifying, he was number 1 both times. That was the number 3 of Alan Bowles. Alan Bowles was fast all day long, and we'll look forward to seeing what he does in his heat race. But right now, heat race number 1 is about to get underway as Tyler Kruckeberg and Trevor Kruckeberg are going to be leading us off right here. The Kruckeberg brothers going to lead us off right here. And boy, they put on a heck of a show the last time we saw him. And there's a look at the flagman, Ed Brown. He's going to be the flagman here tonight. And we are going to see what happens in this first heat race. He's giving them a 1 to go signal right now.
54 of Tyler Kruckeberg, also from Bloomington.
Yeah, we're not going to have to waste time heating up our tires. You know, these tires are actually DOT tires. They're not like racing slicks that most series is run, so we don't have to have a couple of laps for these guys. They're ready to go. So they got 1 to go at the signal, and they're coming around, and we're about to get started.
All right, here we go. We're getting ready to take the green flag.
This is heat race number 1.
And let's see right here. Waiting for the green flag to fly. Here they come off turn number 4. And the green flag waves. The first heat race is underway. Let's see what happens as we go into turn number 1. It looks like who's going to get the advantage? Right now, they're side by side for the lead. And right now, a sly edge. Yes, Tyler Kruckeberg is going to take the lead. Trevor Kruckeberg back to second. And right now, side by side, it's Craig Kruckeberg and Marshall Davis. And now we're going to go 3 wide into turns 3 and 4. Oh, my goodness. And the first lap of heat race number 1, it's going to be led by Tyler Kruckeberg, number 54. And now on to the back straightaway. We're still side by side for second. But now it looks like Marshall Davis is going to take it. Trevor Kruckeberg is starting to slip back a little. And now back into turns 3 and 4. And Tyler Kruckeberg is going to have the lead right here. But here comes the 41 of Marshall Davis on the inside. Marshall Davis trying to make the pass right there. And he's going to take the lead.
Kruckeberg left that bottom door open. He was running a little faster on that high line, but Marshall dove to the inside.
Oh, here comes Brian Cash on the inside of Tyler. Side by side for second and third. And Brian Cash, it looks like, yes, he's going to take second place. Now the question is, can he get around the 41 of Marshall Davis? Marshall Davis did a great job at getting that lead. And we'll see if Brian Cash can get around him. Meanwhile, in the back, we got the Kruckebergs right there. Trevor Kruckeberg is slipping back a little bit more. But meanwhile, still up front, Marshall Davis has the lead. And Brian Cash, it looks like he's slowly but surely reeling him in.
Yeah, Brian Cash is pulling up on him. He's making a little time, slowly but surely. I don't know if he's going to have time, but he's making a run at him.
Yeah, Brian Cash is closing in on Marshall Davis. And we're coming up on the halfway mark. 5 laps to go for Marshall Davis if he can hold off Brian Cash. And now on to the back straightaway. Brian Cash still trying to reel him in. And now here we go to the start-finish line.
Brian Cash is there, Adam. Brian Cash is there.
Brian Cash is there, all right. He could be waiting for his right moment to pounce. I have a feeling we're setting up for a very exciting finish in these last few laps here of Heat Race 1.
But that's a long ways from 4th to 3rd.
Back into turns 3 and 4. Brian Cash, he is there. Gonna be 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go for Marshall Davis.
Brian Cash is within striking distance.
Pigpen doing a great job at keeping Cash Money behind him, but don't count out Brian Cash just yet. Brian Cash, he has a new spotter today. Jordan Cantrell used to be his spotter, but now his new spotter is Ethan Henson. And Ethan Henson has got to be loving what he's seeing right now, seeing his man running in second place right now as we have 2 laps to go.
Yeah, there'll be the white flag coming to the line this time by. I don't know if Brian's just sort of riding or if he's fixing to pounce, but he's right there on the backside.
All right, Brian Cash, does he have anything left for Marshall Davis as the white flag waves? 1 lap to go for Marshall Davis. On to the back straightaway, Marshall Davis. He still has the lead, and it doesn't look like Brian Cash is going to be able to catch up to him. Nope, he's going to run out of time. The winner of the first heat race of 2021, it's going to be number 41, Pigpen, Marshall Davis. He wins the first heat race. Second place goes to Brian Cash, followed by Tyler Kruckenberg in the 54, Craig Kruckenberg 55, Jordan Cantrell number 9, and that's going to do it for heat race number 1 as Trevor Kruckenberg rounds out the field in the 63. Congratulations to Marshall Davis, number 41.
You know, a lot of times in a heat race, they just get out there, they check their truck out. They've been off for 2 years now almost. But I believe Pigpen was ready to race. I believe he's a little bit excited about this season coming up.
Yeah, Marshall Davis off to a great start. And we'll see if he can get that number 41 into victory lane. And now we're getting ready for heat race number 2. And it looks like the people that are going to lead us off are the 27 of Darren Profit and the 51 of Luke Whitmire. Those are going to be the guys that are going to be leading us off in heat race number 2. And also in heat race number 2, we've got 99 Brian Bayer, 88 Mike Morgan, and the 4 of Scott Treadway.
Now, what they do with the heat races are determined by qualifying. So this is going to be the faster guys on the field. They're going to be the fast ones whenever they get out there on the track. They qualified a little higher than the others in qualifying, so this is going to be a fast heat race right here.
All right, and there's a look again at the 41 of Marshall Davis. We see Danielle down there, and hopefully we'll try to get a word with Marshall Davis when we can.
Yeah, Danielle will be working the pits hard tonight. She's trying to get set up.
Yeah, and meanwhile we will see what happens in heat race number 2. And Luke Whitmire is definitely someone I'm going to be keeping my eye on, considering he won the main feature the last time we were here at Five Flags Speedway. That was the first time he had ever won a feature, and he was so happy. It was so emotional. And you know Luke Whitmire would love to go back to victory lane once again, especially with it being the first race of the season. And now Luke Whitmire, I mentioned, will be starting alongside the 27 of Darren Profit. That is a brand new truck for Darren Profit. The last time we saw him with the Bandit Big Rig Series, it was at Salem Speedway when he was involved in that big crash at the end with Tyler Kruckenberg. And boy, I tell you, that 27 truck was just destroyed at Salem. So we'll see how that truck does for Darren Profit, this brand new number 27.
Wasn't somebody calling it the Oscar the Grouch with that green color and that garbage can lid he's got on top of it?
Yes, indeed. Yeah, if you're a big fan of Sesame Street, he's got that green monster on his number 27 truck. So we'll see how Darren Profit does in that brand new number 27.
It's easy to spot.
Yes, indeed. And here we go, ready to take the green flag. And right off the start, Luke Whitmire takes the lead. He looked like he just got shot out of a cannon.
You know what I said about kind of taking it easy in the heat race? Nobody told Luke.
Yes, indeed. The yard troll himself is out in front right now. But meanwhile, Brian Bayer in the 99, he's side by side with Darren Profit for second place. We'll see if he can make the pass right here. But meanwhile, it's Luke Whitmire going to lead the first lap of heat number 2. But Brian Bayer is there as they go to the back straightaway. And as Darren Profit and Brian Bayer battle side by side for second and third, behind them, the 88 Mike Morgan and the 3 of Alan Bowles is right there behind them as well. And now here we go to the start-finish line as we are riding on board with
Alan Bowles.
Looks like it's the 3 of Alan Bowles. Alan Bowles is carrying our onboard camera, and Alan was also the fastest in practice and in qualifying. And right now, he is side by side with Mike Morgan as we ride on board with him again.
If you want to drive a big rig truck, this is what it looks like.
Yes, that's what it looks like when you're driving a Bandit big rig truck right now. As Alan Bowles is now side by side with the 4 of Scott Treadway. Scott Treadway on the inside of Alan Bowles, and he's going to make the pass right here. But meanwhile, the 51, Luke Whitmire, is out in front. He's led every lap so far. And as we come to the line, it'll be 6 laps to go. 6 laps to go for Luke Whitmire. But Brian Bayer is coming. Brian Bayer in that orange 99. That is an awesome looking truck. Meanwhile, the 4 of Scott Treadway, he went up high and he almost got close to the wall there as now Alan Bowles is on the inside of him. They don't call him Lightning for nothing. And I got to tell you, Scott Treadway is always fun to watch. And that truck that he calls Alice's Revenge. And now back up front, the 99 of Brian Bayer is closing in on Luke Whitmire in the 51. Here he goes to the outside. We're going to have a battle for the lead right here. Brian Bayer was looking to make a pass, but Luke wouldn't let him as we have passed the halfway mark. 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go. Can Brian Bayer make the pass? Here we go, back onto the back straightaway. He's got a good run on the outside here. Can he do it now? Here we go. He's got a good run right here. Side by side, almost side by side, but Brian Bayer can't quite make that pass. Luke Whitmire doing an incredible job at trying to keep him behind him.
If anybody knows Brian Bayer, they know how he likes to drive. He likes to drive against the wall.
And also Brian Bayer living up to his name, the Bird's Eye Bullet, as he is now side by side once again with Luke Whitmire, 51 for the lead. He's trying everything he can, but Luke Whitmire has had an answer for everything as we're side by side with 2 laps to go.
Luke's rear end stepped out on him coming off 4 that time. There's a transition, and he stepped out a little and lost some time.
It's a little loose right there. Luke Whitmire almost lost it right there, and that could just be the opening Brian Bayer needs.
He's loose again.
Oh, and he's loose again. Oh, my goodness. Luke Whitmire all over the place right there as Brian Bayer takes the lead on the last lap. Brian Bayer leads the final lap of heat number 2. And now onto the back straightaway. Oh, it looked like Luke Whitmire was loose again. And we're holding on to it as we got a pass for third. Mike Morgan and Darren Profit side by side. But meanwhile, up front, the Bird's Eye Bullet, Brian Bayer, 99. He wins heat race number 2. And just barely finishing in third, it was the 27 of Darren Profit. Second place goes to Luke Whitmire, followed by Mike Morgan, Scott Treadway, and Alan Bowles. Wow, what a race.
I'm not sure if he had a problem. I'm talking about Luke Whitmire. He kept stepping out. I'm not sure if he had a problem or if he's just driving as hard as he could drive. But they'll check that truck out. I'd like to get a word with him to see if he was having an issue or if he was just pushing it for all he could. He just couldn't hold the Bird's Eye Bullet off running that high line.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was one exciting heat race. And we understand that Little D is down there with Marshall Davis right now. Take it away, Danielle.
Marshall Davis, 1 year out, and here you are.
Yeah, it's been exciting. We've been trying to get the bugs worked out of this truck, and we're still tweaking on it some, so I think we're going to be okay. So.
And how are you feeling about the track? Anything you're kind of adjusting for the next race, or is this just feeling great to you?
Yeah, it's feeling good to me. We're kind of gear bound right now, but we're working on that. So, but the truck's handling great. So, and it's running. So I'm excited.
And I got to give a shout out to your wife. You come off the track and I see her. She's hosing you down. She's spotting. She's doing it all.
She's a wild woman.
I mean, without her on your team, you know.
I'd be done for, yeah. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't even do it.
So Cash was right on your heels. How did you hold him back?
It was hard. I mean, he was coming on. I was giving it everything it had. So I just can't wait to see what we got during the main. That's what I'm waiting on. So.
Focusing on the main. All right. We'll let you get ready and back to you guys in the booth.
All right, thank you very much, Danielle. And boy, I tell you, it is so good to see that smile on Marshall Davis's face. He is definitely a fan favorite in the Bandit Big Rig Series.
Yeah, he did a good job. We saw a lot of different lines in that race. We saw a lot of people trying to stay down low. And Luke Whitmire, he normally runs good down there, but the Bird's Eye Bullet took that advantage that he has at his hometown track where he gets right against the wall, and he made it work here at Five Flags Speedway.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll try to get a word with the Bird's Eye Bullet, Brian Bayer, because he was amazing in that race. And we'll also see if we can get a word with Luke Whitmire, because he was sideways several times in turns 1 and 2. And
yeah. I've heard the drivers talk about coming off 4 and coming off 2, that there's a transition, and these trucks, it kind of disturbs them a little bit. But one of the reasons it disturbs them is because they got the pedal down, and it makes that back end step around on them. But the Bird's Eye Bullet figured out how to get around through there, and he got it up there on the high side. So it looks like we might be trying to get a word with him in just a little while.
Yes, we see Danielle down there, and we'll see if we can get a word momentarily with Brian Bayer. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed watching him in that heat race and he's probably one of the few guys that I've seen that has made the outside work. Not many people I've seen can make a pass on the outside.
Well, it's just a style of racing. You see it in all forms of racing, that some people like to get up there on the outside. Now, I'm telling you, when he runs the outside back home at Salem Speedway,
yes, indeed, Brian
he'll
Bayer.
get right against the wall. When you say the outside line, the outside line for him back at his home track is scraping the wall a little bit coming around through there. But he made it work here at Pensacola also.
Yeah, Brian Bayer is known for his time at Salem Speedway. He still races there. He is a 4-time track champion there, a 4-time track champion of the Firecracker 200, and his nickname is the Bird's Eye Bullet. So his fans at Salem Speedway are definitely got smiles on their faces back at home.
That's right. The Bird's Eye Bullet made them proud.
Yes, indeed. So now that the heat races are over, we're going to be getting ready for the Bandit Shootout. And the Bandit Shootout is always something fun to watch, because we take two trucks and we go through the entire field, and it's basically a 2-lap shootout, and it's always exciting to watch.
Yeah, it starts out with qualifying. So you take the 2 slowest trucks and they run 1 lap around. And we're going to have some kids be involved in it. So the kids got a chance to pick one of the drivers, and they'll be lined up with PT. And whoever wins the final race, if you're the sponsor of that driver, you're going to get a crisp $100 bill. So PT will be talking about that in a little while.
All right, and I definitely look forward to seeing what happens.
We saw on the screen here that Danielle's getting set up. I see the cameraman. Looks like we might be going to Danielle for a quick word with the Bird's Eye Bullet.
Yeah, it certainly looks that way, and we understand that she is ready now. Let's send it on down to Danielle. Take it away, Little D.
Thank you, Jeff and Adam. Oh, my gosh. What a start, my guy.
That was a lot of fun, I like racing Luke like that. It was a good, hard race right there.
You got quite loose. Were you a little nervous he was going to get you?
Nah, I thought put pressure on me, he was going to mess up, and he finally did.
Oh, my gosh. Well, you took it. You took advantage of it. You drove amazing. How's this track feeling for you today?
I like it right now.
Yeah. Anyone you're keeping your eye on as we move forward? Anything you're adjusting?
As the sun goes, that place is going to cool off a little bit. That's going to change. We've got to change the whole track, everything. So we're trying to keep up, but we're constantly making adjustments and throwing stuff at this thing. And we got us a fast truck, so.
Yeah, because this is your first time in here.
Yep. So.
And you're happy.
Excited. So very excited. So.
Well, you're living good. It's driving good. Anyone you're gunning for?
All 12 of them. There's some good trucks. It's going to be a heck of a race. So your fans are in for something here pretty soon.
Well, he's had the fastest time pretty much practice. qualifiers, and then here you go winning the heat. Congratulations. We're looking forward to seeing the rest of the race for you guys. Back to you in the booth.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Danielle. And I got to say, it's always great to hear from Brian Bayer.
Yeah, I think Brian was keeping a little bit of that information close to the chest. I understand that he gave a little information to some people at his home track, and it turned out against him because he knew how to get around the track, and he told a little bit too much. So all he said in that interview was, we're going to make a few adjustments and try to keep up with the track. He didn't really tell us anything, but if you noticed, he was running that outside. So he likes to run outside, and he's fast when he does it.
Yeah, and as we take a look at the sunset here at Pensacola, that is definitely a sight to behold. That is such a beautiful sight right there. And I see a lot of great fans coming out here to support the Bandit Big Rig Series. This series has really grown leaps and bounds from the first time it started.
Yeah, that sun looks good. You know, a couple of weeks ago, we ended up having a rain out, so we had to delay the race because of it, but we don't have any issues tonight. So hopefully it's going to be just like that. And we're going to...
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lot of great sponsors here, but and we're glad that we have them on board here, and we'll get to them momentarily. But for right now, we want to say thank you to all the fans who have tuned in on Facebook and on YouTube. We thank you for your love and support, because without your support, we would not be able to do this. So we thank each and every one of you for tuning in tonight. And we've got a lot of great drivers in this field, and I understand that Jordan Cantrell is down there in the pits with Little D, and we're going to go to Little D right now with that interview. Let's take it away to Little D right now.
You guys, I am not with Jordan, but I am with Luke Whitmire, who I kind of thought you had it there, and then it got a little dicey. What happened?
I got a small oil leak up there, and the harder I run, it's in my power steering, and it's making my back tires greasy. So the longer I run, the slicker it gets. And
How do you adjust that?
there is no fixing it. I got to buy a new power steering box, and I didn't bring one with me. So what we're going to do, we put some absorption pads and diapers on it, more or less, try to slow it down, so we can try to continue the race. But I don't know how well we're going to do. I'm just hoping to start the main at this moment.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's crazy that just happened. Is it just something that comes out, or did you have something that kind of pushed it out of place? Or
It's a seal that's went bad, it blowed it out in practice.
Oh my gosh.
All we can do is Band-Aid it and try to do the best we can. But as much as I wanted to come back and win this again, it ain't looking good.
Well, you never know. I mean, with spirit like this, saying you just want to get out in the feature, I mean, that is huge. So let's all get our fingers crossed. If anyone can turn this around for you, I know it's your team. You got everybody on your back here helping you out.
They've done as good as I can expect. We're just gonna have to keep working it, and maybe we might get lucky.
All right. Well, we know he's gotten lucky here before, so let's keep our fingers crossed for our boy Luke. And back to you guys in the booth.
Warning, you are now entering the largest parts showroom in Florida.
Hello, welcome to Rainey's. What can I help you find today?
Warning lifted. Enjoy transforming your truck.
All right. All right, we are back here live at Pensacola, Florida, Five Flags Speedway. We're getting ready for the Bandit Shootout. And you just saw our ad for one of our newest sponsors. And right now we're going to send it down to PT for the Bandit Shootout. Take it away, PT.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. It's time for the Bandit Big Rig Shootout here at Five Flags Speedway. Try to stick with me as best you can. Here's what's going to happen. These kiddos have a card that corresponds with a truck number, okay? It's going to be one-on-one around the track. The winner stays. The person who doesn't win is going to be getting a T-shirt and then rolling back to your seats, okay? That's how we're going to roll it here, and it's powered by our friends at Rainey's Truck Parts. They're home of the largest chrome shop in the state of Florida and the nation's #1 online destination for aftermarket parts and accessories. Rainey's Truck Parts has the parts you need with the service you deserve. Visit Rainey's Chrome Superstore, exit 325 off of Highway I-75 to find hundreds of products on display and thousands more in stock in their warehouse. Their friendly and knowledgeable staff can help you transform your truck into the ride of your dreams. It's Rainey's.com, RANEYS.com. Rainey's, I'm joined with Jeff right here from Rainey's. Now, we've got some cash in your hand here, giving out cash to the kiddos. That's pretty awesome. Tell us a little bit about Rainey's Truck Parts, will you?
Yeah, Rainey's.com, the #1 online reseller. Excuse me for
my bad.
For truck parts and accessories, and you can check us out, Rainey's.com. Check us out. We appreciate you having us here.
It's pretty awesome, man. You got kiddos for some cash. I mean, honestly, right now you're kind of like the ice cream man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, did you have like a music bed coming over when you?
Oh yeah, you know it. Ready to hand out some cash.
Cash for the kiddos. All right, Jeff, we'll get you over here. I'll swing back a little bit out of the microphone. You swing over there a little bit, Josh, and we're gonna get the kiddos up here for the trucks that are gonna race around the track here. We'll see who they're lining up first. Looks like nobody. Looks like nobody. Sawyer, what do you think about that? Sawyer, nobody's ready. Sawyer, I got a question for you, buddy. What's your name?
Sawyer.
Sawyer. Okay, see, I'm from Minnesota. I do it wrong. I do it very incorrectly, okay? You tell me how to say your name.
S-A-W-Y-E-R.
That is awesome. How old are you?
4.
4, man. That is cool. Now, I got a question for you. Do you have a favorite car out there today?
I don't have a car. I have a big motorcycle.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Why would I not know that? I'm just, I had bad intel, okay? You got a motorcycle. So tell me about your motorcycle. Does it have a name at all?
I do not name motorcycle.
You don't name them. Okay, that's all right. Do you have a favorite truck out there tonight for the Bandit series, or do you just kind of like all of them?
All of them.
All of them. That's awesome. Well, he's got 55 The Godfather. Show that to the camera at home. 55 The Godfather. Now, like I've said before, Godfather loves racing. The only thing he likes more than racing is giving kids smiles, happiness, and straight cash. Okay? What is that?
That's not all. He likes his family more than that.
I agree with you. That's pretty awesome. All right, Sawyer, what's your name, buddy?
Lane.
What is it?
Lane.
Lane? Lane? Awesome, man. How old are you, buddy?
Lane.
9 years old? 3 years old. That's awesome. Where'd you come here from, buddy? Where are you from?
Daddy.
From Daddy? Nice. That's a first. That's a first. Shake your hand, sir. I'll tell you what. My wife just gave birth 5 months ago, and if that happened for you, whoa. All right. Lane, you're my boy. All right. High fives are free, Lane. All right. What's your name, miss?
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie. And what would you do with $100 if you wanted here from Rainey's Truck Parts?
I don't know.
You don't know? Like, would you buy somebody something, or would you like save it for yourself, or maybe for Mother's Day tomorrow? I don't know.
Save it for Mother's Day.
Save it for Mother's Day. Okay, cool. Well, that's awesome. Question for you: have you had an opportunity to see the Bandits in the past, or is this your first time?
My first time.
And are you having fun so far?
Yes, so.
Awesome. And who are you here with?
My mom and my dad.
Nice. Your mom and your dad. That's very cool. Well, thank you. And it was Mackenzie, right? All right. Well, thank you. You have a good time tonight. Best of luck to your driver. What is 51? Okay, so you got 51. All right. What's your name, miss?
Jasmine.
Jasmine. And what would you do with $100? For toys, okay. Are there like if I was like, a toy that is kind of the hot thing right now? Is there anything in particular? Because like I feel like I'm still in like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something like that. What are you into? What are like princesses or monster trucks or what? What's LOLs?
We lost camera for a second.
They're super expensive. Of course she's into them. Jasmine's into them. It's all good. So we've got all sorts of kiddos that are going to win here cash from the Bandits based on how they finish in this King of the Hill style mono-e-mono race at Five Flags Speedway. How we doing, girl? It's okay. It's okay. Say hi to mom and dad at home. Okay. Sir, can I ask you a question? Sir, come on down here real quick. No, it's okay. Real quick, those nachos. Sir. Sir, is that a beer right there? I'm just kidding. All right. It's okay. No big deal. It's a couple nachos over there. All right. So, again, what we're going to do is one-on-one. We're going to do a little mono-e-mono Bandit shootout right here. Okay? I'm hearing we might be good to go. Has anybody been more excited for an engine to start than me right there? I mean, no, you, sir? Yeah, you were excited too? I'm excited for some engines to start here at Five Flags Speedway, am I right? Want to hear some noise? Who's ready for some noise? Who's ready for some diesel smoke? Who's ready for some squeal of the tires around those turns? All right. Let's line up 63 first. Who's 63 up here? 63. All right. And it was Mackenzie? No. Macy. Oh, I'm such a... All right, Macy, you get up there. Let's see who else is ready to go. Oh, is it 63 versus 54? The twin brothers are the first two mono-e-mono? Are you kidding me? That's going to be good. All right, come on up here. Let's see what happens. If they're going to set up, here we go. What we're going to do is we're going to swing back over here, if you don't mind, guys, because I apologize. I'm getting ourselves some serious feedback in the speaker here, and that's my fault for not pre-planning where that speaker was. Okay, what's your name, miss?
Alexandria.
Alexandria, awesome. And how old are you?
10.
10 years old, okay. And what types of, like, activities do you like to do, you know, in school or outside of school? Like, what do you like to do for fun?
Pageants and modeling.
Pageants and modeling. Do you know that I was a model?
No.
Oh, I hit the runway hard, girl. Seriously. Do you want to see it again? Watch my turn. Can you show it to me better? Can you do it better? Maybe. Okay, well, here, show that camera right there. Who does it better? Right there. Macy, just swing over there for a second. Alexandria, you go. No, you just do your walk. It's okay. Do your walk. It's all right. Do your walk. Trust me. The crowd, we'll see who wins. The crowd, me versus Alexandra, right? All right, trust me. You'll do fine, I promise. Ready, go. That's pretty good. All right, let's see what they think about this. I think Alexandra takes it. Nice job. Gosh. My first ever pageant walk-off at a Bandit race. I guess that's not necessary. That wasn't in my, on the application. I wasn't supposed to do that. But it's like elbow, wrist, right? You don't do that?
I do it.
You do that. Okay, so I kind of have an idea of what happens. All right, no big deal. All right, so you're doing pageantry. That's really cool, okay? Now, pageantry, do you travel around, like all around the states or what?
No.
Where do you go?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready for this Bandit shootout, and it looks like the first race, it's going to be brother versus brother, Trevor Kruckeberg versus Tyler Kruckeberg. And I got to say, the last time we saw these brothers face off, it was one heck of a show, and Craig was also a part of that too. And it was Trevor Kruckeberg who took home the checkered flag in that Kruckeberg Grug match.
Yeah, that was up at the Salem Speedway. The only race that we ran last year. The only difference is we're just going to have two of them. So anybody that doesn't know, Trevor and Tyler are actually twins. So we're going to have some twins in this first shootout. See who can top one another. I'm not sure how much effort they're going to put into the rest of them.
Timing here. I'm not
but
sure
I believe they're going to put a lot of it in this first.
Yeah, we're getting them.
All right, we're sending it back down to PT as we get ready to call the Bandit Shootout with our first race, Trevor versus Tyler in the Bandit Shootout.
Can you let me know if his thing was on there or not? Is his thing on there? I'm sorry? Was his thing on there? Did you get the part that I got with it? Yeah. Okay, all right. I'm back on. I'm back on. We had that camera on you guys. Okay. You're good to go. Okay, so now we're going to start, okay? So you guys are right here. Macy. All right, Macy, you face the camera right there. And then Alexandra, you come over here and face the camera right there. All right, 54 versus 63. Here's what's going to go. I want the crowd to give me some love if you want one of these racers. Who wants the snowman, Tyler Kirkenberg in 54? Make some noise. Who wants twin brother Voodoo 63 Trevor Kirkenberg to win? Ooh, it's pretty close. Here we go. Let's take a watch. Here we go. Green flag racing's going to be dropping soon. Here we go, green. Looks like Trevor Kirkenberg. Look at that drone footage that we're going to have. Trevor on the outside, Tyler on the inside. Some diesel smoke rolling from Trevor. This is neck and neck, ladies. This is neck and neck. Cheer your driver on. Cheer them on. Oh, they didn't like the start, maybe? Oh, they didn't like the start. Now we like the start. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, now we're green flag racing. Let's go. We got the start we want right here. Here we go. Oh, look at Trevor Kirkenberg on the outside. Big start, but look at his brother, twin brother. Snowman on the inside. Here we go. Oh, look at this, neck and neck. The backstretch. Trevor takes a little bit of a lead. Who wants him on the inside? Tyler and Trevor, the twin boys, to the finish. And it is Tyler Kirkenberg, 54 wins. Macy, you get yourself a T-shirt. All right, grab a T-shirt and roll. Nice job. All right, very cool. Nice job, and good sportsmanship. That's good pageantry. Right. I liked it. Uh-oh, now it's father-son. Father-son here. Sawyer, you're up, buddy. Here we go. Sawyer, you come over here, bud. I'm going to do a little quick interview with you. Mickey Mouse shirt. Come on over here, buddy. Nope, you hold on to it. Look at the camera right over there, bud. Look at the camera. Okay? You're going to have 55, the Godfather, okay? He loves to give money away, okay? So let's see what happens here, okay? Godfather 55 and his son 54, okay? All right, the Godfather in 55. They call him Tonk as well because of the Tonka truck that his truck was sort of kind of modeled after, a truck that he had when he was a kiddo. And Tonka Trucks is actually from Minnetonka, Minnesota, which is not too far away from where these guys are from. Oh, sorry, we're trying to do a little live stream here. We apologize. All right, here we go. They're lined up, ready to go. They're lined up, ready to go. Going to be one more lap around. We're going to go green flag. Now, Sawyer, you told everybody earlier how you spell your name, right? That was pretty awesome. And you're 3 years old or 4?
4.
4, that's cool. All right, 4 years old Sawyer and 10-year-old Alexandra. And we're lined up. We're green flag racing here. I think we're going to drop it. Oh, yeah, we're green flag. Here we go. Godfather on the outside. His son, Tyler, on the inside. Whoa, big start by the Godfather. Pretty neck and neck here through turn 2. Neck and neck through turn 2. Godfather, a lot of power on the back stretch. Tyler Kirkenberg, one last chance. Here we go on the inside. Oh, he gets loose. Turn 4 gets loose, and no. The Godfather says, "Who's your daddy?" Literally. All right, Alexander, grab yourself a T-shirt. High five, girl. High five. All right. Sawyer, you're still good, buddy. You can still spell your name. I love it. Nice job, Alexander. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for winning that pageantry. That was awesome. What's up, buddy? What's your name?
McCoy.
McCoy? And how old are you, bud?
6.
6. And what would you do with $100 if you won it?
Save it.
Save it. All right. Financially savvy in the young boy. Young Padawan learner. All right, man. May the 8th be with you. Come on over here. Let's go. Here we go, buddy. McCoy and Sawyer. You got 41. Now, he's Pigpen. He's Marshall Davis Pigpen. Are you kind of a dirty person or no? Are you like a dirty kiddo or no? No? Yeah. That's where Marshall Davis got his nickname Pigpen, because he was just a dirty kid. He was always playing the yard and getting his clothes all dirty and everything, okay? Okay, now you know. And knowing's half the battle, okay? So here we go. What do you want to do, buddy?
He gets in the mud.
He gets in the mud. Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, here we go. We're green flag racing. Sawyer, you're cheering on the Godfather. Marshall Davis. McCoy, you're cheering on Marshall Davis. Look at that. Oh, they're tight right there. Look at Marshall Davis on the inside. Nice move there. That Godfather with the Steiner sponsored Tonk right there. Look at Marshall Davis go, blocking him on the inside. And even with a late, he got a little loose on the far side. And it's Marshall Davis Pigpen. But Sawyer, here's the thing, buddy. Here's the cool part about the Godfather. He loves to give money away anyway. And so here's $55, the number of the Godfather from the Godfather. Okay, buddy? There you go, bud. What do you think of that? What do you say to the Godfather?
Thank you.
Thank you. Tell it, the Godfather right there.
Thank you.
There you go. $55 from the Godfather right there. Like I said, the only thing the Godfather likes to do more than winning races is giving money and smiles to kiddos. So there you go, buddy. Congratulations. All right, McCoy, you're still good to go. Bump it. All right, ready to go. He's got Marshall Davis Pigpen. And the next driver is whom? Is it? Okay, the new guy, Jordan Cantrell. Okay, now, buddy, what's your name?
Ben.
Ben, and what would you do with $100 if you got it?
I don't know.
You don't know? Awesome. You've had at least 20 minutes to figure that question out. I was trying to prep you a little bit, but you don't know? That's okay. No big deal. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't know.
You don't know? Are you tired?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. All right, man. No big deal. Hey, Ben, your guy is Jordan Cantrell. This is his first race, okay? Give me a high five for Jordan, okay?
Okay.
All right, high five for Jordan. Here we go, buddy. All right, Ben, and we got green flag. He wants Jordan Cantrell, the new guy, versus 41 Pigpen. He got a little bit of a hole shot on him there. What a jump. He got a jump on that guy right there, didn't he? Jordan Cantrell on the outside, Marshall Davis on the inside. 41 versus 9. McCoy, give us some loud love and cheers to Marshall Davis right here, buddy. All right. Sorry, Benjamin. High five, buddy. All right. Get your T-shirt, though. There you go, bud. Nice job, buddy. Thanks for coming to the races, guys. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming to the races. All right. Next guy. Is it Brian Cash? 46? 46. All right. Come on up here, buddy. What's your name, man?
Keegan.
Keegan. And how old are you, bud?
8.
8. All right. And if I were to tell you that Rainey's Truck Parts was going to give you $100, what would you do with it?
College.
College? Nice. You're already saving for college. You know where you want to go?
Alabama.
Alabama. Whoa, roll Tide. Is there any Alabama fans in the house? There might be a couple here, huh? You want to play like football for them? What position do you play?
Offensive guard.
Offensive guard. What's your last name?
Becker.
Keegan Becker. The future starting offensive guard for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Ladies and gentlemen, Keegan Becker. That'd be pretty fun. All right, that's cool. I wish you all the best with that, man. I know Nick Saban personally. I'll call him up and tell him, put in a good word, okay?
Okay.
I'll be like, check out this Pop Warner football kiddo. Where are you from?
Orlando, Florida.
Orlando. All right. Here we go. Green flag racing. Keegan Becker wants number 46, Brian Cash. McCoy's looking for 41, Marshall Davis. Brian Cash in the back right there. He's going to have a little bit of trouble here trying to catch up and giving Keegan some money for college right now. It's pretty close, neck and neck. Brian Cash on the outside. Oh, he's going to try to make a cut to the inside. Look at this. And he doesn't have it, and it's Marshall Davis Pigpen. So Keegan Becker, you got yourself a T-shirt. Nice try, though, buddy. And best of luck in college, man. 27, Darren Moe. We got Lane who came out of his dad, which is awesome. All right, I think. Lane, all right, come on, Elaine, come on over here, buddy. I want you to do work miracles over here too. All right, come on over here, Lane. Here we go. Oh, dude, I love your hat, Hammer Lane. Okay, so here's the deal. Because you've got Hammer Lane swag, if Brian Bayer wins in the main event, anybody wearing Hammer Lane is going to get a free hat over there at the Rainey's Truck Parts booth, okay? So pay attention, 99. Now, right now for this one, though, you got 27. Okay, bud? There you go. All right, look at that camera and say hi. Hi. All right, there you go. Perfect. All right, here we go. All right, green flag racing. 41, Marshall Davis, still trying to win for Mr. McCoy down here. Lane, you're so good to go, buddy. Darren Moe Profit, he's trying to make a move for you. Number 27 for Lane. Here we go, 27, Lane. Oh, Marshall Davis, though, says get back there with the Hatfields because I'm racing for McCoy. All right. Lane, sorry, buddy. We apologize, but you got a T-shirt, and then you're going to go back to your dad and mom. Okay? Ready? T-shirt for you, buddy. All right, bud? All right, man. Lane, thanks for being awesome, buddy. That was cool, man. Dad, hey, Dad, happy Mother's Day, man. I appreciate you. It's amazing what women and some guys do for childbirth, you know what I mean? Like, the select few. All right, what's the next number? We got 51, Luke Whitmire. Luke Whitmire. All right, here we go. Was it Mackenzie? No. All right, Mackenzie, I remember your name. All right, here we go, Mackenzie. And she's thought about it a little bit, and what would you do with $100? Still not sure?
Save it for Mother's Day.
Save it for Mother's Day, that's right. Oh, that's the cutest ever. Which reminds me to get myself a Mother's Day gift. Yikes! If my mom's watching right now, or my wife, I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm a little bit behind. Looks like it's going to be another gas station rose group. Whatever. Dozen roses from the old CVS. All right, here we go. Luke Whitmire and 41, Marshall Davis. Marshall Davis has been rolling for a long time, McCoy. Can he keep going? Now, he keeps getting the shot at the inside because he gets to pick his lane. Luke Whitmire trying to pass him right now on the outside in the backstretch. Might be too much. Marshall Davis, though, 41. Looking really strong still. Here he comes. Checkered flag for Marshall. Pigpen Davis, sorry, girl. T-shirt for you, though, all right? T-shirt for you. Loving it. McCoy, things are looking pretty good, buddy. Things are looking pretty good. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left, all right? So you're almost in the money. Okay, I hope I didn't jinx it. Okay? Hey, have you been to Disney World, by the way?
Yes.
When did you go?
I don't know.
Like recently or like, a couple years ago?
Last year.
Awesome. And what was your favorite part of Disney World?
The rides.
The rides. Awesome, man. That's cool. I love that. That's very cool. Rides are awesome. All right, Jasmine's up. She's got 88. All right, here we go, Jasmine. Jasmine, you're cheering for Mac Vader. That's basically Darth Vader's cousin. It's like Darth Vader, like Vader's like cousin's sister's brother's former roommate, Mac Vader. All right, here we go. Mike Morgan in the 88 for Jasmine. Marshall Davis 41 for McCoy right here, who loves the rides at Disney World. All right, cheer your racers on. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at this. Mike Morgan on the outside and Mac Vader. Good, strong start. He's going to try to take the outside on Marshall Davis. This could be a heck of a race. Cheer him on as they come down the stretch. Here comes turn 3 into turn 4. Mac Vader on the outside. Marshall Davis on the inside. Avoid the wall. Speed. Oh, so close. Was it still 41? Was it Marshall Davis? It was still 41. Oh, man. Jasmine, that was awesome, okay? Good work. The force was not strong with him today, okay? It's more like may the 8th be with you, okay? Dang it. So close, all right? Caden, spell it with me. K-A-D. No. C-A-D-E-N. 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 Caden, high five. Boom. Oh, man, that's powerful, man. All right, powerful high five from Caden. He's got 99 Brian Bear, okay? The bird's eye bullet. What do you think of your chances right now, Caden?
I don't know.
You don't know. You're honest, though. You're an honest kiddo, which I appreciate. Okay, that's good. Brian Bear at 99. McCoy is still rocking 41 here. Now, you guys are almost in the money because 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you're getting close to being in the money, right? Third place is going to get $20 from Rainey's Truck Parts. Second place is going to get $50 from Rainey's Truck Parts. And first place is going to get $100 from Jeff over there at Rainey's Truck Parts. So we're trying to give out some cash to kiddos. Here we go. I think we're green flag dropping right here. Brian Bear on the outside. Marshall Davis likes the inside. Wow, Brian Bear with a big start on that first turn. Got to let him know. Oh, no, he's got a hole shot on him. Marshall Davis might not have enough in him. Brian Bear trying to take on Marshall Davis, and he does. Oh, man. McCoy, I am so sorry, buddy. You rolled for a long time. How about make some noise for Marshall Davis, 41, though. Tell you what, tip the cap to Marshall Davis, number 41. He went for darn near the whole race, or the whole crew there. All right. So I believe you might be in the, oh no, wait, 1, 2, 3. There's one more kiddo not in the money right now. So Caden, you got to survive one more, okay? Who's up next is 4, Scott Treadway. All right, buddy, you're up on the mic. What's your name?
Bob.
Bob?
Braxton.
Oh, Braxton, okay. And Braxton, how old are you, bud?
5.
5, awesome. And where'd you come from? Where are you from?
Bandit.
All right, man, we appreciate you being here. Dad or brother? Dad, awesome, man. I was just trying to pay you a compliment, man, right? There you go. Dad, what's your name?
Cody.
Cody? All right, man. And what was it like to bring your kiddo here to the races tonight?
Oh, it's great. We was here 2 years ago, and it was awesome.
Nice. I heard it was hot 2 years ago. It's not as hot today, right?
I can't remember, but it feels good.
It's awesome. It's always hot on the track. All right, here we go. Brian Bear versus Scott Treadway. Look at this, side by side. I think we got a little bumping and grinding. Do we exchange some paint right there on the front, Caden? Do we get some paint on the front stretch exchanged? Scott Treadway is like, I like your new paint job. I might put a little bit on my quarter panel. Come on. Brian Bear on the inside, the orange streak. Oh, hitting each other on the... Brian Bear, there you go. Love it. Hey, nice try, brother. That was awesome. Hey, high five to Dad and kiddo. Thank you guys for coming, man. That was fun, all right? Grab yourself a t-shirt. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming out, okay, guys? All right, these are the last 3, so these kiddos are in the money. Don't know. In the mix. You're in the mix. What's your name, kiddo?
Colston.
Colston. And where are you from, bud?
Purvis, Mississippi.
I love it, man. Thanks for cruising over here. We appreciate it, man. Did you drive or someone else?
No, my brother.
No, your brother did? I thought maybe, do you have your license?
No, my brother drives the dirt truck car.
Oh, nice. Awesome, man. You want to be a truck driver someday?
Yeah.
Nice. I love that, man. That's cool. Man, there's so many awesome truck drivers. Any truck drivers in the house tonight, huh? Here we go. Look at these great people keeping everything rolling, huh? Keeping everything rolling. Thank you very much for doing that, man. Tell you what, truck drivers been out doing this thing the whole time, man. Nobody takes a break when they're driving truck, right? Appreciate you guys, all right? And gals, all right? Whoa, look at Brian Bear go. The bird's eye bullet likes what he sees. Alan Turbo trying to make some money here for these kiddos. Number 3, Alan Bull is trying to make it happen. Look at Caden go. He's going to cheer Brian Bear along. Here comes Turbo on the inside, trying to make a pass, Oh, it's Brian Bear. High five. Nice try. All right, do we know for sure? Stick around right here because we might have cash for you. Okay? Yeah, just stay close, okay? Yeah, stay close because we may have cash for you, okay? All right, here we go. Hot dog on the broadcast. Here we go. Hot dog on the broadcast. Get your dogs here. Hey, hot dog. Get your hot dogs. Caden, show me your best. Get your hot dog voice, okay? Give me like a get your hot dog here.
Get your hot dog here.
That's good. It's pretty good. I think he's got a future. How do you feel about Brian Bear right now, your guy?
Oh yeah, I'm impressed.
You're impressed because earlier you didn't know. Earlier you were not as sure. Now you're pretty excited.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, that's good. That's a good change. All right, get your hot dog here. Get your hot dog here. Is that it? Did they not inform me that that's all they wrote? Yeah, but it looks like he's not racing. All right, well, here's the deal. Check it out. All right, Jeff from Rainey's, come on in here. Caden, you come up here. Was it Kirsten? Colston, you come over here. And we got to send another guy, too. I think whoever the one before that is, okay? Come on over here. So here's your top prize. This guy gets $50 right here. So, Jeff, there you go. $50 for second place. And Caden, K-A-D, wait, K-C-A-D. I keep saying K. C-A-D-E-N. C-A-D-E-n. Nice. All right, hey, Caden, spell it out at home. Right here.
C-A-D-E-N.
Nice. Give it up for Caden for $100 right here.
Thank you.
What do you think of that, huh? All right, what are you going to do with it? Mother's Day gift?
I might save it or spend it on Nerf guns.
Save it or spend it, which is very different. It's either I'm going to save it or I'm going to spend it on Nerf guns. All right? Very, very cool. All right, Caden. C-A-D-E-N. Nice job. Give it up for Caden and all the rest of the crew here. Thank you so much. And for Rainey's Truck Parts for making it happen as well. We certainly appreciate it. We're going to take a brief pause. We're going to get you going with challenge races. We've got 15-lap challenge races, 2 of those in the main event for 30-lap feature. Someone's going to go in with $10,000. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. It's the Bandit Series from Five Flags Speedway, Pensacola, Florida. Ow!
Are you cueing me in camera? Okay, guys. Obviously, we know Brian won the whole thing, but I think the more important race, the Kruckeberg twins, and you got a little redemption tonight, didn't you? Because you beat Trevor.
Yeah. It's not, I want to beat him more, but it is what it is. But we're still working on the truck, and hopefully you can get a little bit more speed out of it so I can beat my dad next time around.
So I got to tell you, your nephew, Trevor's son, I asked him because he was excited you guys were facing off, and I said, who are you voting for, your dad or Uncle Tyler? And he said, Uncle Tyler. How is that funny?
He don't like his dad too much, apparently. So.
Well, he was excited that you won. Okay, going into the rest of the race, anything you're adjusting? How's the track feeling for you?
It's feeling good. We're just figuring out the gear situation like at Salem. So we're getting there, but we're not there yet. So we're hoping a challenge race we can figure out before the future.
And are you just kind of mostly gunning for winning in the family, or is it really going for number one?
Going for number one, but it's just getting to figure out the truck so I can actually be number one. So that's my main goal.
All right, guys, the main goal for the main event. Let's wish him luck, and back to you guys in the booth.
All right, thank you very much, Danielle. And there you have it from Tyler Kruckeberg. You know he was definitely happy to at least win the bragging rights in that Kruckeberg battle.
I'll tell you somebody else that was happy. That's the Bird's Eye Bullet. He's going for a sweep tonight. He's done won his heat. He's done won the shootout. He's planning to win the challenge race coming up, and I bet he's going to win the feature.
Yeah, it started to look like Marshall Davis was going to go all the way, but once it got to Brian Bayer, it was all over after that. But Brian Bayer definitely had quite some battles there, especially with Scott Treadway in that number 4. That was a close one.
It was. Marshall made an impressive run up through the field, like you said. He beat a lot of drivers, and he beat a bunch of drivers that he didn't qualify better than. But when he got up there to the Bird's Eye Bullet, I was a little surprised that he was taking the inside lane. You know how we've been saying how much he likes to run the outside, but apparently he can run on the inside too.
Yeah, now even though he didn't win the Bandit Shootout, it was still pretty cool to ride along with the 3 of Alan Bowles in that Bandit Shootout, because that really was one heck of a shot right there.
Yeah, that's a cool shot. You know, you got the smoke coming out of the trucks, you got the oil dry on the track, you got all kind of vibration in the truck. You know, that's what it looks like inside these trucks when these guys are running around this track. You know, this track's got some heavy bumps in it. We hear the drivers talking about diving off into turn 1. Sometimes the truck tries to step out on them. There's a bump down there. A lot of the race car drivers, stock cars and stuff, can set up for it with their shocks. But, these guys are running the same springs and the same axles and the same tires as a tractor-trailer truck runs on the road. And so to say that they're stiff is an understatement. And that's the reason the transition gives some of these guys a little bit of trouble. When they're coming off 4 and they're coming off 2, the back end's trying to step out on them on account of that transition. So, Adam,
I understand that Danielle is down there in the pits, so we'll send it down to Little D right now.
Thank you so much, Adam. I am here with Jordan Cantrell. I had to check in. He's gotten a couple little laps under his belt now. It's his first race, and we're so excited to have him here. How's it going so far for you?
It's going good. Just trying to figure it out. Just trying not to get in nobody's way and cause any trouble, really.
And people might not know this, but you used to be Brian Cash's spotter. You've kind of worked every job here. Are you feeling like that's helping, or is getting in the truck a whole different experience than you thought?
It's a whole different animal, but I have a little knowledge about the trucks. That seemed to help a little bit. I don't think I'm doing terrible anyway, but heck, we'll see what happens with the big one.
We've had a lot of beginner's luck, so I feel like it could go really good. Anyone we want to say hi to at home that's watching for you, your first debut here?
Just my parents. I hope they figured out how to watch it, but
Yay! All right, well, we're going to let him get back in the action here, guys. Good luck to you. Congrats on your debut, and we'll see if beginner's luck is on his side. Back to you guys in the booth.
All right, thank you very much, Danielle. There you have it from Jordan Cantrell. It seems as though he's having a ball out there, and it's good. And it's good that he is.
and he hopes his parents figured out a way to watch it on online. That's rich. We've got a lot of viewers from all around the state. I understand that Aunt Barbara watches it from back in Hueytown.
Yes, indeed. And right now we're taking a look at some of the trucks that we got right here. We got the 99 of Brian Bayer. Then there's the 55 of Craig Kruckenberg. That's Big Phil right there by the driver's side. Big Phil always helps out with Kruckenberg Motorsports and the Bandit Big Rig Series. He's such a ball to be around. And there's also the 63 of Trevor Kruckenberg, and there's the 88 of Mike Morgan going past them. And it looks like Mike Morgan's going to be a part of challenge race number 1. Now, again, these challenge races are going to be 15 laps, so we'll see what happens right here when we have our first challenge race. And then after we have our challenge races, we're going to get a couple of kids to pick the Bandits out of like a hat, I believe, and then that will determine the starting order for our 30-lap main feature.
Yeah, the challenge race is determined about how you finished in the heat races, and so we're going to group them together again. I'm not sure who's in this first challenge race, but they're starting to line up. Obviously, it looks like Mike Moore's in it. We'll talk about the drivers whenever they get lined up here in a little bit. But after they get through the challenge races, they'll get lined up, and we'll throw the green flag here in a little bit.
Yeah, and it looks like Trevor Kruckenberg is going to be a part of challenge number 1, as is the 3 of Alan Bowles. So we'll see on how these guys do in our first challenge race of the day.
I'm hearing from the tech officials that the trucks are going to be ready to roll at 8:05. So that's in 3 minutes.
Yeah, so here's a look at the challenge races right here. The winners of the heat race will compete in the Bandit challenge race, and the lineup is based off of the finishing order from the heat races. And this race will pit these trucks against each other for one last battle before the main show. And as you can see right here, the drivers earn points from the race towards the championship standings.
And one of the big differences now in a challenge race and a heat race is the length of the race. And so it may not seem like too much, but whenever you put those extra laps on there, like Luke Whitmire, he started having an issue and oil was getting on his back tires. He would have lost more positions had it been the length of the challenge race. And then, of course, the feature is going to be even longer than that. So it makes a difference if they run 10, 15, or 30. So, these trucks, the tires get hot, things start happening. We've got a bunch of diapers and stuff packed all around the box on Luke Whitmire's truck so that he can keep running. Otherwise, he's going to be spraying oil on his own tires, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah, and also I want to point out that another driver that's in this race here is the number 16 of Randy Briggs. Now, you haven't seen him yet is because during a practice session, he hit the wall, and that caused some damage to his truck. He had some steering issues, and he was not able to make the heat races, and he's not going to be a part of the challenge races. But I have been told that he should make it in time for the 30-lap feature. So if you were hoping to see Randy Briggs soon, he is not out of this race. You will see him in the 30-lap feature, and that is definitely good news to hear because he is always a ball to be around.
And because we do the lucky dog pull, he actually could start on the pole. So he's, hadn't been able to make the challenge or the heat races. He's not getting points for that. But depending on how they pull the cards, we'll have somebody in the audience that'll pull the cards, and you want your card pulled last. And so whoever name comes out of the hat first goes to the back of the field, and the last card pulled will be the sitting on the pole. So he's still got an opportunity to make a good showing in the feature race.
Yeah, and I've also been taking a look around at the stands, and we got a great crowd of fans here attending the Bandit Big Rig Series here at Five Flags Speedway. And I gotta say, the last time that we came here to Five Flags Speedway, every single person loved what they saw, and I believe I heard one person say that they ran out of hot dogs while they were here.
Yeah, the Bryant family runs this track, and Tim was telling me that they sold as many hot dogs as they've sold at any race other than the Snowball Derby. And everybody knows this track that that's a big race. That's a week-long event that a lot of NASCAR drivers will drop back and race in. But other than the Snowball Derby, we have a lot of fans that like to eat hot dogs because they sold a bunch of them whenever we were here before.
Yeah, and a lot of big names have raced here at Five Flags Speedway. And as mentioned, like the Snowball Derby, a lot of big names have won it as well. The likes of Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, Ty Majeski, just to name a few. And it is my understanding that the person who has won it the most, his name is Rich Bickle. Yeah, and I gotta say, yeah, and just looking at the names of people who have won this race, the Snowball Derby, Ted Musgrave, Rick Crawford, Bobby Gill, Jeff Purvis, and I mentioned Rich Bickle. He is the only person that has won it 5 times. That's more than anybody else in Snowball Derby history. And now we're getting ready for our first challenge race of the night. And
yeah, we
got
heard a few trucks
got some
cranking
great drivers in this field. The 4 of Scott Treadway's in this race, Trevor Kruckeberg in the 63, the 3 of Alan Bowles. So many great drivers. And it looks like the Godfather, Craig Kruckeberg, he's going to be in this challenge race as well.
We can see PT giving a high five to a kid down there. PT will let you know high fives are free.
Yeah, PT is always great with the kids, and it's always fun to see him interact with all the kids, especially during the Bandit shootout. Every one of those kids was having the time of their lives out there.
Pulling for their driver.
On the second row inside, number 4 is Scott Treadway.
We've got Craig. I think they was having a little trouble getting Craig's truck started, so the plugs must have been fouling out on it.
Okay,
these diesel trucks don't have plugs at them.
And right now we're waiting for the crew members to give the go-ahead to go green flag racing with the challenge race. And again, let's take a look at who we've got in this race. We've got the 88 of Mike Morgan, the 9 of Jordan Cantrell, 55 Craig Kruckeberg, 4 of Scott Treadway, 3 Alan Bowles, and the 63 of Trevor Kruckeberg. Those are the drivers that are going to be in this challenge race.
Now, Adam, I know you couldn't see those numbers. You was just looking at colors of trucks there, right?
Yeah, basically, I was just
Okay.
looking at the colors.
I mean, I
right
see
there.
1 or 2 numbers, but you sat there and rattled them all off. I think you was going by the colors on them.
Well, the person that I'm going to be keeping my eye on in this challenge race is the 3 of Alan Bowles. He has been fast all day long, and I know he's going to be starting at the rear, but you can never count out the man called Turbo, as Mike Morgan is leading him off.
Yeah, Alan's got a fast truck, and he knows how to drive. And he's one of the charter members of this series, and he owns a trucking company for a living, so he knows a little bit about tractor trailer trucks.
All right, and here we go with Mike Morgan. He's going to be leading us off in this field. And it looks like Craig Kruckenberg is going to be starting alongside of him. Mike Morgan and Craig Kruckenberg will be on the front row right here.
We have a lot of drivers in this series that drive trucks over the road. Mike Morgan's actually a technician that works on the trucks, but he certainly knows how to drive them too. Probably drives a little too fast to drive on the interstate.
Yeah, it looks like it, and it looks like we're going to be getting probably the one-to-go signal next time by. Ed Brown is on the flag stand. Ed Brown was here the last time the Bandits were at Five Flags Speedway, so I imagine that he definitely had an amazing time the last time they came here, and he is loving that the Bandits are back here again.
And we actually have 2 cameras mounted on these trucks in this race. Hopefully we'll get some good shots of that during the race. Craig and Turbo's trucks both have the shots on the hoods for this series. Let's see if we can get some view of it.
All right, it looks like the green flag will be waving next time by, as Mike Morgan and Craig Kruckenberg are going to lead us off.
There's
and
one of
right
our shots.
We're riding on board once again with the 3 of Alan Bowles. We will be seeing everything that he's going to be seeing in this race.
That was a lot of truck in front of him.
Yeah, and that's going to make it even more exciting to watch if he can get up through the field.
That's only about 40,000 pounds in front of him right there, Adam.
Yep. And here we go. Green flag waves. We are racing with the Bandits once again. First challenge race of 2021. Into turn number 1, it's Mike Morgan in the lead. And we got a side-by-side battle for second and third between Craig Kruckenberg and Scott Treadway. As Mike Morgan is out in front, 88 Mac Vader. Now to the start-finish line. Mike Morgan is going to lead the first lap. But Scott Treadway is right there behind him, as is the 55 of Craig Kruckenberg. Oh, and here comes Scott Treadway. He's looking on the inside. Can't quite do it. Nice job by Mike Morgan to keep Scott Treadway behind him. But he's going to have to keep that up for quite a while longer. But lightning is there. Meanwhile, the 3 of Alan Bowles trying to reel in the 55 of Craig Kruckenberg. And now going on to the back straightaway again. Scott Treadway doing everything he can to get around Mike Morgan, but he can't do it.
If he didn't bump him in turn 1 and 2, he come awful close. He was right on his bumper.
Scott Treadway trying to get around Mike Morgan, but Mike has had an answer for everything he's tried. And now back onto the back straightaway. We'll see if Scott's going to try the outside here. That's not going to work. And meanwhile, behind them, the 3 of Alan Bowles tries to go to the inside of Craig Kruckenberg in the 55 for third, but Craig is doing a great job at keeping Alan Bowles behind him. Meanwhile, Mike Morgan continues to lead, but Scott Treadway is doing everything he can to try to get around him. Comes close to the back bumper right there.
Yeah, he seems to be running a little better in 1 and 2. He gains a lot of ground. He gains a lot of ground 3 and 4 also.
And it looked like he almost touched the rear end of Mike Morgan right there.
Mike Morgan stepped out. Mike Morgan's back end stepped out on him coming off that turn.
Back again onto the back straightaway. Mike Morgan continues to lead as we ride on board with Alan Bowles. He's still trying to get around Craig Kruckenberg, but Craig Kruckenberg keeps him behind him.
Back up front.
But meanwhile, up front, it's 88 Mike Morgan. We now have 9 laps to go. 9 laps to go for Mike Morgan if he can hold off Scott Treadway. And so far, he's been doing a tremendous job. And Mike Morgan doing everything he can to hold on, and he's got a lot of fans watching him right now, and you know they've got smiles on their faces. He's even got a couple of new sponsors like Fleeman Carriers and Anthony Fox Trucking. You know that those sponsors are proud seeing Mike Morgan out in front.
Scott's truck either is handling it a little better or he's just driving it deeper, but Mike Morgan seems to be coming off the corner better. But we watch them; they don't seem to do too much coming down the straightaway. But
And now
Scott.
onto the back straightaway. Scott Treadway continues to breathe down the neck of Mike Morgan.
Watch him dive down in there.
Scott Treadway goes to the outside again, but still can't quite make the pass. 6 laps to go. Scott Treadway could be waiting for the opportune moment to make the pass. He's got 6 laps to work with. And as they battle for the lead, the battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th is heating up between Craig Kruckeberg, Alan Bowles, and Marshall Davis. Back again into turns 1 and 2. Mike Morgan still holding on. We have 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go for Mike Morgan.
With that in-car camera shot, you can really see how those trucks get sideways whenever they're in the turns. That shot off of Alan's truck.
Mike Morgan got a little sideways there heading to the start-finish line. That shows that he...
Okay.
Oh, my goodness! Craig Kruckeberg almost loses it.
He keeps it straight.
Oh, my goodness. Whoa. How about that right there?
Well, he wrecked all the way down the front stretch. He just didn't hit anything.
Oh, my goodness. What a move that was, and what a save by Craig Kruckeberg. We stay green, and we have 3 laps to go. Scott Treadway, he's got a good run, and they're going to be coming up on the 63 of Trevor Kruckeberg. That could play a factor in these final few laps here.
2 to go, and they're coming up on lap traffic.
2 laps to go right here as they come to the start-finish line, and they're coming up on the 63 of Trevor Kruckeberg. That could play a
Trevor moves
factor
up out
here.
of the way. He moves up.
They get around him with ease, but does Scott Treadway have anything left for Mike Morgan? Here goes Scott Treadway to the outside. Scott Treadway tried to make the outside groove work, but it didn't work out. White flag, 1 lap to go. Mike Morgan still holding on. Scott Treadway, he's going to have 1 more shot to make the pass for the lead. On to the back straightaway. Scott Treadway's been driving it in hard in turns 3 and 4. This could be his last shot here. He tries it, not going to work out. It looks like, yes, Mike Morgan, 88. He's going to win challenge number 1. 2nd place goes to Scott Treadway. 3rd place, it looks like it's going to go to number 55, Craig Kruckeberg. 4th place is going to go to the 3 of Alan Bowles, followed by the 9 of Jordan Cantrell. And rounding out the field, the 63 of Trevor Kruckeberg. What a challenge race.
I really believe whenever Craig got sideways coming down the front stretch that Alan let off, expecting him to wreck. He could have probably made the pass, but he did the safe thing. There's no sense in both trucks getting tangled up in this challenge race. I really believe he gave Craig a lot of room. But, whenever a 12,000-pound truck gets sideways, you need to give him some room because there's no telling what he was about to do. But he didn't hit anything. So,
and Mike Morgan's horn is going off. He is one happy camper, and he absolutely dominated that challenge race. And he's got a lot of fans back in Tennessee that are happy with that performance. And now we get ready for challenge number 2. And it looks like we're going to have the number 99 of Brian Bayer alongside the 41 of Marshall Davis. Those are going to be the guys leading off challenge number 2. Also in the field, teammates 51 Luke Whitmire, 46 Brian Cash, 54 Tyler Kruckeberg, and the 27 of Darren Profit. That is your starting lineup for challenge number 2. And it looks like we're getting a 2 to go signal at the flag stand. And I'm really interested to watching the 2 teammates, Luke Whitmire and Brian Cash, alongside each other. And I'm especially going to be watching Luke Whitmire. Luke Whitmire, the winner of the feature the last time we were at Five Flags. That was the first time he ever won a feature. And he would love to do it again here in 2021 to start.
Yeah, he certainly knows how to get around this track because he did win our feature race. But, it might have a whole lot to do with the bird's eye bullet and what kind of start he gets. He's been sweeping everything tonight. So if he gets a good shot here, he's going to be hard to beat.
Yep, here we go. The 1 to go signal has been given. Brian Bayer did an absolutely amazing job in that Bandit shootout. And here's another interesting thing. The person that he beat to start getting on a roll, it was the 41 of Marshall Davis.
That's right.
So, you know, Marshall might be looking for a little redemption right here. And here we go into turns 3 and 4, getting ready to take the green flag. Here we go, and Brian Bayer and Marshall Davis going to lead us off, and Brian Bayer with the lead right off the start. Brian Bayer takes the lead at the start. Meanwhile, on to the back straightaway. Running in second, the 41 of Marshall Davis. But Brian Bayer is out in front. And Brian is going to lead the first lap of challenge number 2 as Marshall Davis holds on to second. Meanwhile, the battles for third and fourth are starting to heat up. The 27 of Darren Profit going to try to reel in the 46 of Brian Cash. But the Bird's Eye Bullet out in front.
I'm not sure what caliber that bullet is, but it's a good one.
Yes, indeed. And Brian Bayer got a lot of fans at Salem Speedway watching, a lot of fans at Salem, Indiana watching, and you know they're going to be happy with what Brian Bayer has been doing here tonight. And hopefully he can carry that momentum on to the feature and to our next race, which will be May 22nd at Salem Speedway. You know Brian's going to be riding a lot of momentum if he can pull this off. Meanwhile, into turns 1 and 2.
We got a caution.
We got a caution. Caution flag is out. The caution flag is out. Oh, the 54 of Tyler Kruckeberg. Tyler Kruckeberg is backwards, the number 54. Not sure what happened there.
We may have another camera view. We'll check and see. I didn't see it either. I was watching Marshall Davis lead the field.
Well, you know, Tyler was already having a good day so far. You know, Tyler won that basically a grudge match with his dad and his brother Trevor. So now this is what I guess I would consider a bump in the road for Tyler Kruckeberg. And it looks like we had 2 laps completed, and we will restart with 13 laps to go. All right. And Tyler is going to be taking his truck to the pits and see if there's any major damage to it, and hopefully we'll see him in the 30-lap feature later on. But we will get everything situated, make sure that the track is good to go, and go back green flag racing.
Well, that's about the only thing that has slowed the Bird's Eye Bullet down is the caution flag. Other than that, he has been in the hammer lane.
Yeah. And Marshall Davis is going to have a chance to try to get around Brian Bayer again, but he's really going to have to. And I understand that Danielle is down with Mike Morgan, so let's send it down to Little D.
Thank you, guys. I am with our first challenge champion, Mike Morgan. Congratulations. How's it feel?
Feels good to be back over here. I like this side.
This is the winner's side, is a good side. And you got second here 2 years ago, right? So is this track just kind of one of your faves?
It's a good track for us. It's a good track. I'm looking forward to the main tonight. I can't wait to get out here and see what we can accomplish with everybody else out here.
And I know when we talked pre-race, you're kind of telling me there's some tricks to this track and everything. Anything you adjusting going into the main?
Yeah, we're probably going to make a few more adjustments.
Yeah.
We're going to continue that. If we're not making adjustments, we're not trying to win. We want to win. So we're going to keep trying to make this truck better. We do. We've done it a few times.
And I got to say, your mom's here, taking a win in the challenge in front of her right on about Mother's Day. How's that feel?
Feels real good. My wife's here. My mom's here. You know, my son's here tonight. So we got a pretty good crew over here tonight. I'm glad everybody's coming down, getting out, having a good time tonight. Along with all the fans here tonight, this is a great showing to get out. We've all been cooped up for a year and a half now, and this is awesome. This is a great time to be doing this.
All right, guys, we're going to let him get ready for the feature. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you very much, Danielle. There you have it from Mike Morgan. We'll see if he can take home the victory later on when we get ready for our 30-lap feature. Meanwhile, we're getting ready to go back green flag racing with challenge number 2. Marshall Davis going to have another shot to get around Brian Bayer.
Yeah, they took the one to go last time, so they should take the green coming off 4 here.
All right, here we go to take the green flag, and Brian Bayer going to see if he can get another great start, and he does. Brian Bayer still out in front, but Marshall Davis is there. Meanwhile, behind them, side by side, we got a battle between Brian Cash and Darren Profit for 3rd and 4th. As we head into turns 3 and 4, Brian Bayer still holding on.
Oh, Brian took it real wide.
Yes, he did. And look at this, Marshall Davis looking on the inside for the lead. Marshall Davis trying to get the lead, but can't quite do it yet. We still stay side by side. Side by side into turns 3 and 4 we go. Brian Bayer's still got the advantage on the outside. We'll see who leads this lap as we come to the start-finish line. Looks like Brian Bayer by just a little bit, but Marshall Davis is there. And we're still side by side. My, oh my, Marshall Davis trying everything he can to get around Brian Bayer. But Brian Bayer making the outside work. Oh, but look at this, Marshall Davis. He's got a good run on the inside here. He might have the lead as we come to the start-finish line. Oh, man, that looks so close.
I think Marshall Davis took that lap.
Yeah, it certainly looked like that. Marshall Davis probably led that lap, and he's going to try to clear Brian Bayer right here. We'll see if he can. No. Brian Bayer is still there on the outside. And look at Brian Cash in the 46. He wants a part of this action as well.
Yeah, the one thing that'll happen with them running side by side like that is 3rd place is going to be able to come up there. So Brian is actually taking advantage of this, getting up there close. But my goodness, now the Bird's Eye Bullet is still running that outside lane as hard as he can.
Man, oh man, Brian Bayer is not backing down, but neither is Marshall Davis. And we still have 9 laps to go in this challenge race. These two are definitely putting on a show for all the fans around the world, and especially right here at Pensacola, Florida at Five Flags Speedway.
Side by side, still again coming off 3 and 4.
But Marshall Davis, he has the advantage right here. He still can't clear Brian Bayer, but he led that lap. Neither one of these guys gonna give an inch. They are trying everything they can to win this race here. And now it looks like a little bit of an advantage to Brian Bayer on the outside, but Marshall Davis still there, side by side. As they cross the start-finish line, 6 laps to go.
The Bird's Eye Bullet took that lap.
Brian Bayer indeed did that. Neither one of these guys want to back down, and they are still battling side by side. Man, what a race this is.
And they're giving each other room. I don't believe they've touched the whole race, and they've run side by side for the last 8 laps.
I believe you're right. I don't think they have touched once during this entire race, but I have a feeling that's going to change with 5 laps to go.
On lap 14 or 15 maybe. Oh, Brian Bayer smoked his tire real hard on the right front going into that turn that time.
Yes, he did. That shows just how hard both these guys are driving. 4 laps to go.
Oh, he took the lead.
4 laps to go, and they are still putting on a show.
He's going to pull down to the inside of him now, I believe.
Oh, my goodness, the 46 of Brian Cash is in the wall. Brian Cash just hit the wall in turns 1 and 2, and that's going to bring out the caution, and we will restart with 4 laps to go. Oh, my goodness. What is going to happen now?
Well, we'll go back to the last green flag lap, which I'm pretty confident is Brian Bayer. And so he'll have his choice of inside or outside lane. We'll see if we can see some damage on this truck as he comes around.
Yeah, we'll
look
to
yeah.
See. Oh yeah. That's pretty bad for Brian Cash. Man, look at that damage on the 46 right there. Hopefully he's not. Hopefully he can make the 30-lap feature because he is always fun to watch. But man, that tire is gone.
They'll, they got, I think what they call is kingpins on that axle holding it in place. And I believe he's missing the ones on the right side because it shouldn't be that far back. So they'll get it jacked up. Maybe they can put some kingpins in it. There's some stuff broke under there. And he's going to have to really get to work on it to see if he can get ready for the feature.
Yes, he will. And now we're going to get ready for the restart. It's going to be a 4-lap shootout. You see down there with Brian Cash in that Jupiter Motorsports gray shirt, that is Scott Treadway. Every single, and also down there, Luke Whitmire, and it looks like Michael Caesar from the number 16 camp. He is down there as well. Yeah, that's Michael Caesar working on the tire right there.
See, that's actually the owner of the 16 truck that's trying to help him change that tire. And that's what these guys do. They help each other out on these trucks. Michael Caesar's doing everything he can right now to get that truck ready to race against the truck that he owns.
Yeah, and that shows that the Bandit Big Rig Series, the drivers, they're not just competitors. They're basically one big family doing everything they can to put on a great show for all of these great fans at Five Flags Speedway and all around the world. So that shows that there is a lot of real camaraderie around the guys.
That's right, and they're not trying to hurry up and get him back in this race. They're actually trying to get him in the feature race. And so if they can get him back in it, there's going to have to be a lot of stuff done to it. But looks like they're putting a tire on. I would have thought that it took a little better look at the suspension and everything before they put that tire on. Maybe they've already done that. So meanwhile, are we getting a one to go to finish out this feature?
We will see if we will get the one to go signal. Yes, it looks like we will. We're going to get the one to go signal right here. And hopefully we have not seen the last of Brian Cash, 46.
And what you've got down there is the owner of one truck, the driver of another truck, all trying to help him get that truck ready so that he can race in the feature race.
Yep, hopefully Brian Cash will make it for the 30-lap feature, but meanwhile, we're ready to go back green flag racing with Marshall Davis and Brian Bayer and Darren Prophet, the 3 trucks left in this race. It's going to be a 5-lap shootout. Here we go.
And once again, Brian, the bird's eye bullet, shot out it like a cannon.
Yes, indeed. Brian Bayer doing a tremendous job. He has led every single lap, but don't count out Pigpen Marshall Davis. And Darren Prophet in the 27, he's there as well. Don't count him out yet either. Each and every one of these guys going to do everything they can to come out victorious in this challenge race.
Well, I think Brian likes to run that outside, and he does a lot of has a lot of success with it up in Salem. But by doing that, he let Marshall slip under him. So it looks like he's hugging the bottom right now. He's going to make Marshall pass him on the outside if he passes him.
Yeah, Marshall Davis is going to have 3 laps to work with. He's got 3 laps to try to get around Brian Bayer. He's led a few laps. We'll see if he can find a way around him and win this challenge race. And here we go into turns 3 and 4. It'll be 2 to go. And as we get to 2 to go, I'm looking around and I'm seeing the 46 of Brian Cash. He is back out on the track. So Brian Cash is back in the race, which means he'll also be back in the 30-lap feature.
He might just be shaking it down. This is a good opportunity for him to take some hot laps. I really didn't think we would see him back in this race, so I made a miscall there.
All right, here we go. White flag is out. 1 lap to go for Brian Bayer. Brian Bayer has been doing a tremendous job out in front, and it looks like the bird's eye bullet is going to be victorious again. But meanwhile, the 27 of Darren Prophet, he's going to try to challenge the 41 of Marshall Davis on this last lap for second. We'll see what happens. Brian Bayer, 99, takes the checkered flag, and Marshall Davis is going to hold on to second. Third place will go to Darren Profit, and rounding out the field, it'll be the 46 of Brian Cash.
I think we had two winners in that race. Brian Cash is going to be able to run in the feature. I thought there was going to be a lot of damage to that front end, but it looks like all it was a flat tire. They got another tire on his truck. He was able to get back out there and run a couple of hot laps, so he ought to feel a little more confident going into the feature. But sweeping every race he's in, the Bird's Eye Bullet wins the heat, wins the shootout, wins the challenge race. So he's going to go for the win in the feature, and we'll call it a sweep.
Yes, Brian Bayer is riding a whole lot of momentum, and he hopes to continue that on into our 30-lap feature and to our next race, which will be May 22nd at Salem Speedway, basically his backyard. And we'll see what Brian Bayer can do in each of those races.
We're going to have the luck of the draw coming up in just a little while. We'll toss it down to PT whenever he gets in position. And once again, we've did all this racing, but we're going to have somebody in the stands pull the cards of all the drivers to determine the lineup of the feature. But there he is getting out of his truck. Brian Bayer, the Bird's Eye Bullet.
Yeah, Brian Bayer did a tremendous job in that challenge race, and what a show between him and Marshall Davis, 41.
He was trying to run that outside lane, and I believe he found out Marshall could run a little faster on the inside. I'm not sure if he could run faster on the inside, but I believe he felt like Marshall couldn't pass him on the outside. So that was kind of smart on his part to make an adjustment after that caution flag. And he was solid the rest of the heat race, or challenge race.
Yeah, and hopefully we can get a word with Brian Bayer before the draw, because I would love to get his thoughts about racing with Marshall Davis, because they were putting on a heck of a show.
But that was pretty neat watching him change his tire.
And I understand that Danielle is down there with, I believe, Brian Cash, so let's send it down to Little D once again.
Okay, woo! You're giving us a heart attack, my friend. How you doing?
I'm hot.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, feeling good. Truck's doing good. Luke, he's doing good. Not as good as what we was last time we was down here, but he's still doing all right. I hadn't done anything to the truck, but everybody's saying, what have you done? What have you done? I'm like, I ain't really done anything. I'm just driving.
But you're driving great. I mean, minus, obviously hit a little bout of bad luck.
I may have had a tire go down. I don't know. That's what I'm going to blame it on anyway.
But you know what I love is literally like all of your competitors and every team just ran over here to try to get you back in. Were you just doing everything you can to get back out there and finish it up?
Yeah, I started when I come in, I took my helmet off and gloves and earplugs, and then they all jumped in and started putting a tire on. I'm like, I'm going back out. So I started putting everything back on real quick. And Jody had come off a tower from spotting, and I seen her in my mirror, and I about backed over top of her. Well, then I took and I was like, yeah, I got time. So she hopped out of the way real quick. I busted that mirror when I hit the wall. So as soon as I took out, they said there was like 3 or 4 laps. I don't even know how many it was. I was like, hell, I'm going to try anyway, so why not?
Well, that is a true heart. We're going to let them get this drawing, so let's fingers crossed you get a nice luck of the draw. Pole position would be a good way.
If I can get out there in the front, maybe be left alone, play with some clean air, we might do all right.
All right, hopefully the kids are listening at home. We'll get over to the luck of the draw, and good luck in the feature. Stay away from those walls, my friend.
I'll do my best. I can't make any promises.
All right, back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Danielle. And there you have it from Brian Cash. And it's good to know that he'll be a part of the 30-lap feature.
Yeah, I'm glad I was wrong. I really thought that axle on the right side was too far back. I thought he had broke those kingpins, and it was going to take a little more to get him back out there. But they just put another tire on it, and he got out there and made him some good hot laps. And now we know he's ready for the feature. And they can take a look at it now and make sure nothing's bent.
And we're also getting ready for the look of the draw. PT is down there, and we're going to take it to him as soon as we can.
They was actually changing the right front tire.
And we're going to toss it on down to the look of the draw with PT now.
And then Dad and Mom, okay.
All right, Bandit fans, this is pretty fun. What we do for the inversion, if you will, is we just do a luck of the draw, okay? Now I'm here with, what's your name?
Isabella.
Isabella, and what's your name?
Janelle.
Isabella and Janelle, okay? And looks like you guys have got some money from the Tooth Fairy. Did you lose your teeth recently? Look at that. That's awesome. Look at, show that smile to the camera right there. That is awesome. Very cool. So these ladies are going to help us with what we do, the luck of the draw. So we've got all of the bandits in cards down here, and what they're going to do is they're going to pick a card, and that's going to be how the order goes, but it's going to be last to first, if that makes sense, right? So the first one that they draw is the bottom of the pack, and they're going to keep going, keep going, keep going. So the last card that they draw will be the pole position. Does that all make sense? All right, here we go. So ladies, why don't you kind of alternate drawing your cards, okay? And then Taylor will let you know who it is, okay? So the back of the pack is going to be, 99 Brian Bayer, the back of the pack. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that could be trouble. 88 Mike Morgan, Mac Vader. Oh, my goodness. All right, there you go. Next one. Keep drawing them. Okay, next one is going to be 41 Marshall Davis. Wow, there's some fast trucks at the back of the pack. And then, what was it again? 51 Luke Whitmire, okay? And then the next one's going to be 55, The Godfather. Show it to the camera. 55, The Godfather. Okay. And then the next one's 27, Darren Moe. Darren Moe, next one. Grab whichever one you want, ladies. Next one is going to, okay. So 3 was Alan Bowles. 4. Okay, you got 4. And then the next one is 54. 54, Tyler Kirkeberg. And then 9, the new guy, Jordan Cantrell. And so the top one is which number? 46, Brian Cash. Now, granted, we'll see. Cash just lost the tire and hit the wall, so we'll see if he ends up being in the pole position. But, ladies, nice job. Isabella, Janelle, you guys are great. Now, do me a favor. Say to the camera, hi, Mom and Dad. Hi. Say hi, Mom and Dad.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Hi, Mom and Dad.
All right, that's awesome. That's the luck of the draw here at the Bandit Series. This is going to be good. 30-lap feature. The winner gets a check for $10,000. There's thousands of dollars of prizes after that as well. A huge purse of over $50,000. Do not go anywhere. The main event is next from Five Flags Speedway here in Pensacola.
All
Nice
right,
job,
thank
girls.
you very much, PT. And I understand that Danielle is down there with the 99 of Brian Bayer. Take it away, Danielle.
All right, I'm here with Brian Bayer. Oh my gosh, you are having the night of nights, right, my friend? How is this going for you? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it right now. I mean, that last race, they made me work for it, but yeah, we got 3 wins now, so we need one more big one.
I mean, you're on the hot streak. Is there anyone you're kind of like got your eye on that you feel like is really coming for you?
Well, that 41 ran real good right there. Allen's good, so yeah, there's some trucks that are catching me here.
Yeah. And what are you adjusting over here? Just normal maintenance or anything you're kind of fixing?
Yeah, we're topping off fuel, put a new tire on the right front, one we scuffed earlier, just blow out then, air pressures, and keep chasing this track a little bit with this big truck.
And I have to be the bearer of bad news because we just did the luck of the draw, and you were drawn first, which means you're kind of starting at the back end of the pack. A lot of the people that have been winning tonight are kind of all in that area. So knowing that, what's your strategy to try to make headway as you go here? How do you handle that?
Well, the first thing you got to do, in order to win, you got to finish. So you got to be smart for 30 laps. We'll be there at the end. I mean, it's gonna be hard to get up there. I mean, like I said, there's some good trucks. It's hard to pass. Once you get up front, it's different. But we got to start in the back. We got to work for it.
All right. Well, if anyone can pull it off, I mean, you got some magic going on with you tonight. So we're gonna wish you the best. Let's let him get ready for this, and back to you guys in the booth.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Danielle. And hopefully Brian Bayer can work his way up through the field and he can pull off a victory. We'll see if he can pull it off.
Man, he's going to have to start in the back. You see him down there changing his tire, so he's getting a brand new tire on that right front. I believe he's going to need it. But bad luck on luck of the draw. He's actually going to start back there only in front of the 2 trucks that didn't make the challenge or finish the challenge race. So Brian Bayer starting back there at number 11. If he pulls this off, now he's got 30 laps and he's been impressive. If he pulls this off tonight, that's going to be a sweep for sure.
Yeah, and one of those trucks that's going to be starting further back from him is the 16 of Randy Briggs. We mentioned earlier that the reason why you didn't see him in the heat races the challenge or the shootout is because during a practice session he scraped the wall and that caused damage to his steering, and they've been repairing on that all day long. So hopefully Randy Briggs will be ready to go by the time of the 30-lap feature.
And we've got, Luke Whitmire having a little bit of trouble. He actually run in the challenge race there, but he said they're putting diapers and stuff around that gearbox and filling it full of power steering fluid so that it won't be leaking out onto his back tires. But now we're fixing to run a 30-lap race that he's going to have twice as much time for all that stuff, all that bandaging they're going to do. He's going to have twice as much time for it to start leaking through, and he may have trouble before the end of the race is over. But Brian Bear, goodness, he's got to start from almost the very back of the field to win this race.
Yes, and right now we're going to take a short commercial break, and right now here's a word from our sponsors.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Brandon from Rainey's. I'm here to tell you about what the experts at Bully Dog have been up to. They've completely re-engineered their Stage 1 and Stage 2 turbos for better fuel economy, horsepower, and torque. Upgrading to a Bully Dog turbocharger can save up to 1 mile per gallon fuel efficiency while increasing horsepower up to 60 to 80 horsepower. The upgraded Stage 1 and 2 turbos feature an all-new lighter aluminum billet wheel turbo, redesigned copper journal bearings, an upgraded diffuser plate for a faster spinning turbo that gives you more horsepower and torque. Both the Stage 1 and Stage 2 turbos from Bully Dog mount to the factory mounting locations and also come with a 1-year warranty. For more products from Bully Dog and more information, visit us at Rainey's.com.
In my spare time, I like to tear stuff up.
Oh, we got a big crash, big crash! Oh, and around goes the 13 of Bob Mitchell. Hold on. Really? Oh, the 8 goes into the wall.
Look at this tire. This is the damage these tracks are doing.
Some of them boys, they're pretty rough. You get in their way, they're going to give you a warning shot.
Look at that. Oh, he bumped him and he's going to go spinning out. Oh.
We're not afraid to go toe-to-toe at full speed.
We got a crash in turn 1. It's the 62.
All right, and we are back here at Five Flags Speedway. We're getting ready for driver introductions, and then we're going to go to our 30-lap feature.
We got a short intermission right now. The guys are doing everything they can to get their trucks ready. What we're about to see is some of our pace trucks for tonight. Featured our towing people that take care of these great big trucks if we have an issue. One of them is Fletcher. So as they come around, I think both those trucks are Fletcher. So they're going to be out in front of our parade lap, and we'll get a couple of more of the trucks ready. But a lot of guys are scrambling around trying to get their trucks ready for this feature race right now.
Yes, and I can hardly wait for the 30-lap feature. And if it's anything like the action we had the last time we were here, we are in for one heck of a show.
I've been a little surprised that Turbo hadn't run quite as well during the challenge and heat races as he ran. But maybe he was just saving his stuff for the feature. You know, he was our fast qualifier and fast in practice. But once the racing started, the guy that's been dominating is the Bird's Eye Bullet.
Yeah, and at this time we would like to thank some of our newest sponsors right now that came on board. Rainey's and Hammer Lane. They are both out of Ocala, Florida. We thank them for coming on board. And we got a lot of other great sponsors such as Big and Nuts, just to name a few. And right now we're looking down there. That is I believe that is Darren Profit, the driver of the 27, working on that tire. And you
Turbo.
see little D down there. We're going to see if we can get a word with the driver of the number 3, Alan Bowles. And whenever she's ready, we will send on down to her. And I understand she is ready now. We'll send it down to Little D with Alan Bowles.
Alan Bowles, Turbo, number 3. What's going on?
We're trying to change some tires here, get some new tires on front of our trucks for the main event here. And, it's just time consuming here. It's going to take us a little while, but we'll be there. I think I'm starting maybe the third row inside. So that's a good place to start.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it. At least I ain't in the back. You know, every time they usually put me and Craig in the very back. I don't know where he's starting at, but at least this time I'm halfway in the pack anyway. So
and Brian's in the pretty far back now.
Oh, is he?
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay. We're good. I mean, I think we drew a good number, so we all right. So I think we'll just have to see. We'll see what happens.
How you feeling about the track tonight and everything else? What are you kind of focusing on for the main?
I like the track. I mean, I like it. I should have done a little bit better than what I done in the challenge races and other races. But hey, you know, I'm saving my truck for the big main event, for the money. I'm you know, the last race pays the money, and you got to be there to get the money too. So that's what I'm looking at.
Yep, so focusing on the end.
We're going to try it and see what happens. I mean, yeah.
I love it. I'm going to let him go back to helping these guys because he's trying to keep a close eye on them. Good luck in the feature.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll see you in the winner's circle after this.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Right, back to you guys in the booth.
Was that not what I said? He was actually kind of taking it easy a little bit. I was a little surprised that he didn't run better in the heat and the challenge race, and he actually admitted it. Now, he's actually up there like in the third row, and, of course, Brian Bear, who has been dominating these races, is in the back. So if Turbo really was saving some and he's planning on showing it in the feature, we'll see. We'll see if the Bird's Eye Bullet can work his way all the way up through there and challenge him for the lead at the end. But we got a bunch of other drivers in this truck too, and we have just been told that all 13 trucks are going to be able to start the feature race. And there's one of them we see rolling through our camera right now, the number 16. They've been working on it all day because of an issue that he had during practice. And it wasn't even qualifying, it was during practice. He slid up. You see a little damage on the right side of that truck as he went by. Messed up his steering box or something a little bit, and they've been working on it. So Randy Briggs is actually going to be in the race. Randy Briggs, who was leading that race at Salem last year. You know, the only race that we had that got cut short. Randy Briggs was actually in the lead on that thing. We like to watch Randy do well in these truck races. They're coming around to get ready. Some of the trucks are already rolling, but you know, Alan wasn't rolling. He was actually out there trying to get a tire put on the right front of his, getting ready for the feature. So I'm not sure how long it'll take. Hopefully it'll be in about 5 more minutes, and we'll get this thing going.
Yeah, hopefully we will get things going momentarily, and I have to say, when we go green flag racing for 30 laps, it's going to be a heck of a show. I know that for a fact.
And
I understand that Danielle is now with the 4 of Scott Treadway, so let's send it down to Little D once again.
Thank you, Adam. I'm with the freshly married groom here, having a great night so far at Pensacola. How you feeling out here tonight?
I'm feeling great. Truck's feeling good, and it's really good.
And what are you adjusting, or who are you going for here as we go into the main?
I ain't done no adjustments. Truck's handling good. I'm just going to try to go to the front and take it to the lead and win the thing.
And how is it driving? Any strategy? Like, are you trying to stay low or high, or what are you kind of doing to go into this feature?
Mine's better on the inside, especially in turns 1 and 2. Outside, I go to pushing a little bit. So if I can get to the inside, I'll be good.
Amazing. And I mean, we talked about it earlier that you just got married a couple weeks ago. Probably kind of glad now that the wedding date got changed so you weren't having the post-wedding hangover in the middle of your feature race, right?
That's right.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you get ready to go out there. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you very much, Danielle. And there you have it. You just heard from Scott Treadway. There was a wedding here, you know, like about 2 weeks ago. We were scheduled to have it 2 weeks ago, but Mother Nature messed up those plans for us.
The race got messed up on account of...
The race got messed up for that.
The wedding was still on. He got married about 3 weeks ago.
That is correct, and right now we're getting everything lined up and ready to go. Trucks are getting lined up, and then we'll have driver introductions, and then we'll go into our 30-lap feature. And we mentioned we got a lot of great drivers in this field, and we've been talking about him all day. Jordan Cantrell, the driver of the number 9, this is his debut, and we heard from him earlier that he's having a great time so far. He's driving that number 9 that used to be John Lisenby's old number 7, the truck that won the Bristol race at the end of 2019. And we understand that John Lisaby will be back in the Bandit Big Rig Series with a brand new truck. And I can hardly wait to see Redbeard once again in the Bandit Series.
That's right. Just looked a little strange down there with all those guys that help each other out for Redbeard not to be in the middle of it. He would have been right in the middle of all that if he had been here. The way these guys help each other out is pretty amazing. But we've got a few trucks rolling. They're coming around trying to get lined up. We see the 46 there. We've actually showing Brian Cash on the pole, so he'll be one of the first trucks. That's the reason he's already pulled all the way up to the front. We're going to try to get some of the other ones lined up, and we'll start through driver introductions.
Yeah, and if you look right here on the live stream, you see the 27 of Darren Profit. That is a brand new truck for him because his old truck, his old white number 27, was destroyed in that big crash at Salem a year ago. And so far, I'd have to say that truck is performing for him rather well.
It really is for the first time out. Did he have this truck at Salem? This was the one that was tore completely up. This isn't the truck. He replaced that truck that was just tore completely up at Salem. So this is a brand new truck. He's shaking it down. Hadn't been real bad. We've seen him run better in a few races. He's probably got some more adjustments he's got to make on it, but he's filling the truck out. Had a pretty solid run, but maybe he can do a little better in the feature. But look here, we've got 15 laps is all we've ran at one time. A lot of damage to these trucks as far as just punishment that they take. You double that. So, you put 30 laps. They actually run water on these trucks to spray on their brakes to keep them cool. And, if you run out of water and then all of a sudden your brakes are going to start heating up. So there's a lot of things that can happen in 30 laps that don't happen in 15. Hopefully these guys will get out and run a few laps and get everything lined up, and then the real racing starts, obviously with about 10 to go. I'm not sure though. A lot of times the real racing starts on lap 1 if the bird's eye bullet's racing it.
Yeah, and as we get ready for our driver introductions, I have to tell you one reason why I have a feeling that we're going to be seeing a lot of great action is because the action that we had the last time we were here at Five Flags Speedway was just absolutely amazing. And right now, we'll see if we can go to a highlight of last year's highlights from Five Flags Speedway in 2019. Let's take a look at those highlights.
The Iron Giants of Asphalt rolled through historic Five Flags Speedway, the home of the Blue Angels, Pensacola, Florida. The action was, well, see for yourself. Whoa, and there's contact!
Oh, and they connected. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, and Bob Mitchell is loose. Can he say control? Oh, we got a spin. We kick things off with heat race number 1, where the Bandits start 3 wide and Cash Money. Brian Cash takes the lead in the 46. Not long after, it's Ricky Rude Profit in the 14 who passes him. The Bandits battle it out behind him, but he keeps them all in the rear-view mirror as he takes the first win of the night. Heat race number 2 is led by Mike Morgan in the 88 Mac Vader. Behind him, the Godfather, Greg Kruckenberg in the 55, back and forth with the 51 of Luke Whitmire. Whitmire catches up to the 88, wins this battle, but not the race, watching as the 88 takes the checkered. The wheelman, Mark Noble, puts his 74 Volvo out front for an easy lead in heat race number 3. A few of the Bandits get close to catching him in the first few laps, but by the halfway point, it's clear who's taking this race. Now on to the Air Dog Bandit shootout, where we see trouble with the 46 of Cash Money, Brian Cash. Check it out.
And it looks like they are right next to each other. Oh, and they connected. Oh, my goodness. That was a serious connect. Did you guys hear that?
The action is followed by a winning streak from defending series champ Ricky Rude until he runs into Mark Noble, who passes him up, only for Noble to lose in the last race to Lightning Scott Treadway in the number 4 Peterbilt called Alice's Revenge. But the shootout isn't only about the racing. Our friends at AirDog gave $100 to the lucky fan with Treadway's golden ticket, and you need to hear for yourself what she decided to do with it.
Bandit fans, make some noise for our winner of the Bandit shootout, Scott Treadway and Chloe. Congratulations! You can take your $100. It's yours. It's really yours. What are you gonna buy?
I'm gonna help the cancer kids.
Oh my God, you guys. Oh my gosh, that is the most amazing thing I've ever heard. Thank you. Where did you get that idea?
My Mimi, because her sister just died from cancer.
Oh, and so you're gonna donate some money to help other people? Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Our future is bright with kids like these, let me tell you. If I had more money on me, I'd give you more, sweetheart. Congratulations. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it. And thank you again to our buddies at Air the God.
Challenge race number 1 has the 13 Iceman Bob Mitchell in first, but not without a dog fight. Doug Hilson takes the 8 for a wild ride, battling it out against Mitchell. Meanwhile, Dr. Diesel, Austin Hobby, sees a lot of action in the 66.
Oh, and look at Austin Hobby right there on the inside of Darren Profit. Oh, Austin Hobby looked like he got a little loose there. Let's see what happens here. Oh, man.
In the end, Hilson tells the Iceman he can be his wingman anytime and makes the pass to take the checkered. We see the 2 points leaders battling it out in challenge race number 2. Wheelman Mark Noble in his 74 and Ricky Rude Profit in the 14. It's the Wheelman who again holds the lead and picks up a couple more points to narrow that gap and win challenge race number 2. The A-main feature, the main event, does not disappoint as always and is filled with facts, action, racing, and impacts. It's the Iceman, Bob Mitchell, who just feels the need for speed, that is, and takes the lead when the green flag drops. But it isn't long before...
The 88 of Mike Morgan. Oh, we got a spin! Huge crash! It's the 8 of Doug Hilson and the 41 of Marshall Davis. There's a look at one of the fenders that is loose, and it looked like the wall got damaged there too. There's a look at the 8 of Doug Hilson, and we just mentioned he is out for the night.
We wave the green flag again, and...
Guys are loose, bolts are flying, and Luke Whitmire has... Oh my goodness, Brian Cash is in the wall. Oh my goodness, what a wild start.
On the second restart, we see lots of side-by-side action with Mitchell leading in the 13, but not for long as the yard troll, Luke Whitmire, buzzes the tower on the Iceman and takes over the lead. The Bandit Big Rig Series adds to the history of Five Flags Speedway when a bandit makes history himself. Winning his first ever A-main feature, it's Luke Whitmire who crosses the start-finish line and gets the checker.
Five Flags Speedway makes some noise. First-time winner, our boy Luke Whitmire with first place. Congratulations, bring over that $10,000 check. We're so excited for you. Congratulations. And Pensacola, you guys have been amazing.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with driver introductions.
Yep, turn it on.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go through the field. Here is your starting lineup for the Bandit Big Rig Series. First up, in the number 46 Volvo, sponsored by Carolina Cat, Shettles Art and Sign, NMF, Whitmire Trucking, and Brian Cash Trucking. From Lake Toxaway, North Carolina, Brian Cash. Next up, in the number 9 Peterbilt, sponsored by Pete Store, NMF, Pepsi, General Truck Parts, Minimizer, and Lida Enterprises from Mills River, North Carolina, making his debut, Jordan Cantrell. Next up, in the number 54 Kenworth, from Blooming Prairie, Minnesota, sponsored by Kick Marketing, Bliss Beauty, Cody Solwinski Trucking, Steiner MLT, Kruckeberg Services, and Kruckeberg Industries, the Snowman, Tyler Kruckeberg.
Ladder at him.
Next up, in the number 4 Peterbilt, sponsored by Airworks, Moglide, Pepsi, General Truck Parts, Pete Store, and AAA Aviation, Scott Treadway. Next up, in the number 3 Peterbilt, sponsored by Jupiter Enterprises, Pete Store, Minimizer, Airworks, Borge Warner, NMF, Thompson Cat, Pepsi, General Truck Parts, the man they call Turbo from Weaverville, North Carolina, Alan Bowles. Next, In the number 27 Freightliner, sponsored by Private Paving, Sam Gap Motorsports, Action Truck Parts, and Green Apew from Mars Hill, North Carolina, number 27, Darren Prophet. Next up, in the number 55 Ford L9000 Steiner, sponsored by Kentucky Oil and Filter and Robin Kruckeberg, from Blooming Prairie, Minnesota, the Godfather, Craig Kruckeberg. Next, in the number 51 Mac, sponsored by Carolina Cat, Chettle's Art and Sign, NMF, Whitmire Trucking, and Brian Cash Trucking from Arden, North Carolina, Luke Whitmire. Next up, from Mars Hill, North Carolina, in the number 41 Peterbilt, sponsored by Big and Nuts, Minimizer, Jupiter Enterprises, Pepsi, General Truck Parts, NMF, and the Pete Store, Pigpen, Marshall Davis. Next, in the number 88 Mac Vader from Wartrace, Tennessee, sponsored by Windrock Truck Parts, BMT, Steve Nash Trucking, Hellbit Express, RD Trucking, Fleeman Carriers, and Anthony Fox Trucking, 88 Mike Morgan. Next, in the number 99 Volvo, sponsored by Kruckeberg Motorsports and Hammer Lane, a 4-time track champion at Salem, from Birdseye, Indiana, the Birdseye Bullet, Brian Bayer. Next, in the number 63 Peterbilt, sponsored by Kruckeberg Services, Steiner, Kick Marketing, and Kruckeberg Industries, from Blooming Prairie, Minnesota, Trevor Kruckeberg. And last but not least, in the number 16 Volvo from Kansas City, Kansas, sponsored by Caesars Truck Racing, Joe's Repair Services, Inc., B Visuals, Go NMF, State Tractor, Tuffner Weighing Systems, Cobra Tech Knives, and Arsenal Tire Solutions, ladies and gentlemen, Randy Briggs. That is your starting lineup for the Bandit Big Rig Series. Five Flags Speedway, if you're ready for this 30-lap feature, let me hear you make some noise. Come on, Five Flags. This is the first race of 2021, the first 30-lap feature of 2021 for the Bandit Big Rig Series. If you're ready for it, let me hear you make some noise. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is your starting lineup for the Bandit Big Rig Series. We are ready to go racing at Five Flags Speedway. And it promises to be one heck of a show.
All right, our trucks are starting to make a turn around turn one there. That's Fletcher Towing. They come out here to help us. They're a little bit bigger than a regular tow truck, and the reason that we have Fletcher Towing out here to help us out is in case one of these big trucks gets crossed up. You know, a small tow truck just ain't enough. So we really appreciate Fletcher Towing being out here to help us out.
Yes, a big thanks to Fletcher Towing for helping us out here as we get ready to go green flag racing yet again at Five Flags Speedway. And we'll see what happens when we start this race. With Brian Cash right there on the front row alongside Jordan Cantrell. And that's going to be an interesting start because Jordan Cantrell, he was the spotter at one point for Brian Cash. So this will be an interesting start for these two.
So we got a starter and a former spotter on the front row.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing what's going to happen right here. And the fans are going to get a shot to wave at the Bandits as they get ready to go 30 laps right here at Five Flags Speedway.
Here's that 3 wide. They're getting lined up for the 3 wide salute.
Yeah, this is another thing that's great about the Bandit Big Rig Series. We have the 3 wide salute. It's a 3 wide salute to all the great fans here at Five Flags Speedway. That happens each and every time we come to an event. They do a 3 wide salute right before the main event, and it's always a beautiful sight to behold.
Whenever they get 3 wide during racing, and they've done it tonight, that's a lot of truck in between those 2 walls. These trucks, as we talked about before, weigh about 12,000 pounds apiece. A lot of them run water to actually keep their brakes cooled. They run about 40 gallons of water. They run standard DOT tires. They run number 2 diesel. So this is the stuff that you see the trucks run up and down the interstate. It's the same fuel that they run. They don't run any racing fuel. They don't run any slicks. They just run standard DOT tires.
Okay, now I'm going to put you on the spot right here. If you had to make a choice on who might win this feature, who are you going with?
Okay, I'm going to go with Alan Bowles. He gave a little bit in that interview. He said he was just kind of taking it easy. We saw that he was the fastest in qualifying. He was the fastest in practice. I'm going to make a prediction that it's too far up to the front for the Bird's Eye Bullet to make it. 30 laps is a long way. The Bird's Eye Bullet has really dominated in this whole race. But he has literally got to come from the back to the front to win this feature. And he's got to pass somebody who qualified and practiced faster than him. So I'm thinking that Alan Bowles was just kind of taking it easy. Not that he wasn't showing everything that he had or loafing out there, but he was saving his truck for this feature race. And I'm saying he's going to step out there and do it. How about that?
I can't disagree with you there, but one person that I'm going to be keeping my eye on is the 16 of Randy Briggs. We have hardly seen him the entire night. The only times he's made laps is during practice, and then he hit the wall, and we haven't seen him since up until now. So now we'll see if that number 16 is all fixed and ready to go, and if he can move up through the field as well.
He has had some impressive runs in that 16. Randy knows how to get around a lot of tracks and a lot of different vehicles. He's got his work cut out for him if he's going to come from the back. It didn't help him laying out of the heat race or laying out of the feature. He didn't get near as much practice in race conditions as the rest of these guys. I'm going to say it's going to be a tall order for him. But we're getting close. Are they going to come one to go? One to go at the line, yes, whenever they come
Brown
around.
On the flag stand, giving the one to go. This is the moment we have all been waiting for all night. The one to go for the 30-lap feature with Brian Cash and his former spotter Jordan Cantrell on the front row with him. This promises to be one heck of a start. Here we go onto the back straightaway, getting ready to take the green flag. Everybody's ready to go into turns 3 and 4. And here we go! Green flag, we are racing at Five Flags. And off the start, oh my goodness, what a start by Jordan Cantrell. He's got the lead off the start, but here comes the 4 of Scott Treadway on the outside. Oh my goodness. And the fireworks are going off at Five Flags Speedway. Here we go.
I thought we had a short in the booth, Adam. I thought we was on fire.
And Scott Treadway leads the first lap of the 30-lap feature. He is out in front, and we got a great battle for second, third, and fourth. It's a 3-truck battle between the 27 of Darren Profit, 46 Brian Cash, and the 9 of Jordan Cantrell. Oh, and bumper to bumper we go. Jordan Cantrell trying to keep everybody behind him, and he's doing a good job so far. Oh my goodness, we're going 3 wide into turn number 1. Oh! There goes the 27. Oh my goodness, big crash, big crash, big crash. Oh my. Oh my goodness.
I think that was the second lap. We were trying to run 30 and we got about 1 1/4 in.
And that's what happens when we go 3 wide at Five Flags with the Bandit Big Rig Series, everybody.
I've heard them say there's a big bump down there going into turn 1. 3 wide and a big bump. Somebody's going to hit the wall.
Yeah, that 3 wide racing started a chain reaction, and we had several trucks involved in that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much damage there were with some of the trucks that kind of got collected up in it. We'll see how many's out there rolling, how many have to come to the pits. But, man, a big pile up in turn 1. A lot of times in a race you'll see a pile up like that on the first lap, but we waited 1 lap and They might have been watching the fireworks. You think they was watching the fireworks whenever they got tangled up? There was some fireworks in turn one after they went flying in there, wasn't there?
Yeah, and we'll get to the track and make sure everything is good and ready to go. And when we go back Green Flag Racing, it looks like this time it'll be Scott Treadway and Jordan Cantrell on the front row. So Jordan's going to have a shot to redeem himself on that restart because he came out like he was shot out of a cannon on that start there. And
yeah, Scott Treadway was real impressive looking. He had a pretty comfortable lead when they started piling up behind him.
Yeah, and you just saw for a moment there, you saw the 27 of Darren Profit. It looks like he is A-okay there, but it doesn't look like he's very happy right now. And I gotta say, that's a tough break for Darren because it's always a blast to see him perform in the Bandit Big Rig Series.
Yeah, it's looking like he's got some damage that he might not be able to recover from. They're backing the big truck up to him, so it may not be moving.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to do it for Darren Profit tonight, and but at least the good news is it wasn't as bad as his wreck at Salem Speedway a year ago.
It wasn't as bad as that one. I'm not sure how much damage he has. We'll get down there and we've got Danielle that can talk with him the rest of the night if we need to. We can find out about it. But right now it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 12 trucks still rolling at him. I think Darren Profit may be the only truck out of the race right now.
Well, actually, right now in the pits is the 16 of Randy Briggs.
Sure is.
Right now we have only 2 trucks that are currently out for the
I don't
moment.
think Randy Briggs got caught up in that. He might just be checking on his truck. He may have had an issue that he felt on that first lap that they're working on. The rest of the trucks are out here on the track. I'm not sure if he actually got caught up in it or not. We'll see if we can take a look at it a little later.
But right now, there's a look at everybody trying to help out the 27 truck. They're going to try to get him out of the way so we can go back Green Flag Racing. You can see there's Big Phil there. Big Phil there with a bandana talking to Darren Profit. It looks like they're now we can't see what kind of damage is on the right side, so we don't know just how badly it is on the right side. So hopefully we can get a look there to see how bad it is.
And they've got some big bumpers on these trucks on the front and back. Sometimes those bumpers get mashed up against his tires. And maybe something as simple, we just got to get the bumper pulled back away. But hopefully it will be. If it is, they can hook a couple of trucks to him and pull that bumper back away and get him back out there. But, of all the trucks that kind of slid into that, they're all just kind of easing around the track. So I'm hopeful, we really didn't have much damage. All right. Okay.
Okay, I understand that Little D is down there with Michael Caesar. He's with the number 16 truck. Let's see what Danielle has for us. Little D, what do you got?
Hi, guys. Thank you so much. We're waiting on news on Darren. I know he's fighting to try to get back in the game here. But in the meantime, Michael Caesar, who manages Randy Briggs and that team, came over with some bummer news that said his truck's out. As we know, they've had some struggles tonight, so tell us a little bit more about what's going on.
Well, during practice, unfortunately, we broke the steering box on the truck. We tried to kind of build a cage or something, secure it in position, but unfortunately it didn't hold but like a lap or two, what we just did out there, and it's just broken in pieces. Unfortunately, we can't go on with the rest of the race for the night. That's it. That was pretty much the reason we had to skip heat race and challenge race also, just to fix it up as much as was possible. But that's it, pretty much.
At least Salem's 2 weeks away. Is that something you can get back up in the game by then?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we just have to replace the broken part, and it will be working until that.
You guys have just had this rough go of it, you had the rough ride here, and Randy's such a wonderful driver, so I'm so bummed for you guys. I'm sorry that you weren't able to drive, but let's hope.
It is what it is. I mean, it's technical sports, it's sometimes you are just a passenger.
Sometimes you are. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're in good spirits. And in the meantime, we'll try to get an update on Darren. But back to you guys over there.
Okay, thank you very much, Danielle. And yeah, that is a tough break for Randy Briggs. First, that issue in practice and not being able to make the heat races, the challenge, and then finally troubles again in the main. Tough break for him.
That's right. If you had any trouble understanding Michael there, he's not from Minnesota like some of these other guys. Some of the guys that work the pits here at Pensacola was telling me I might have to help them interpret talking to these guys from Minnesota. But where's Michael Caesar actually from?
I believe he is from Hungary, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. That's east of Atlanta, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, way east. All right.
Yeah, and right now we're taking a look at the monitor. They're trying to get the 27 truck hooked up there, and they're going to drag his truck right to the pits. And also, from this angle, we still can't see what the damage is on the right side, but I think we're about to find out momentarily right here.
Yeah, they're gonna bring it around here, give us a look.
And now I understand that Danielle is with Big Phil right now, so let's send on down to Little D again.
All right, we'll try to get Big Phil in a little bit, but right now we're getting a good look at this truck coming around. Is the bumper mashed all the way up against the... I can't really tell.
Yeah, the damage does not look too bad from what we're looking at it, but apparently the damage is severe enough that Darren Prophet cannot continue. And again, that is a tough break for him. Tough break for Darren Prophet. And now we understand that Little D is ready with Big Phil, so take it away, Little D.
Yes, guys, so sorry. Lost my ears over here because we're way on the other end of the track. They're pulling Darren in, but Phil's got an update for us. What happened?
So come around first, turn one. Darren and Alan looked like they got into it. Darren got pushed into the wall. His front bumper, front right fender is pretty smashed up. His back fender, right fender is now pushed into his back dual by the back bumper, so he's done for the night. He lost his air pressure. He's got no hoses in the front. He's got no brakes up front. So, fortunately, Darren's done after 2 laps.
Oh, and that's such a tough break because that's kind of how Salem went for him too. So, yeah.
It's tough. It sucks because Darren deserves to be out here. And it's tough, but it's racing. I guess that's just the luck of the draw and what happens. I mean, there's 12 trucks out there. There's no room to go anywhere. So, at least he's safe and he's okay. I talked to him. But he's done for the night, so.
All right. Well, safe but done for the night. A bummer start for Darren Prophet, who, has such a big heart, and this is something he was looking forward to. So, all right, back to you, Jeff and Adam, and we'll go see if we can catch up with Darren here later.
All right. Thank you very much, Danielle. Again, another tough break for Darren Prophet.
Yeah, I heard some of the comment. We lost a little bit of it, but what I heard is he doesn't have brakes. So you got to have brakes. It sounds like some of his hoses might have got tore off. And, whenever that happens and you lose your air pressure, the tires lock up. But we got everybody else lining up.
Yep, and we'll see what happens on this restart. This time, Jordan Cantrell will restart alongside Scott Treadway in the 4. He had an amazing start when we started this race. We'll see if he can have that same restart right here. And right behind them will be the 3 of Alan Bowles and the 46 of Brian Cash.
I think we're going to get one to go when they come around to the flag.
All right, let's see.
Ed Brown,
right here. Yep.
Johnny on the spot. Yep, he's giving us a 1 to go.
Yep, 1 to go at the line. The 1 to go signal is being given. This time it'll be Scott Treadway against Jordan Cantrell. And we will restart with 29 laps to go. We only got 1 lap completed. And in row number 3, looks like we've got the 41 of Marshall Davis and the 55 of Craig Kruckenberg.
At this point, we have 1/2 mile out of
And now the leaders are heading into turns 3 and 4, getting ready to take the green. We're ready for the restart right here at Five Flags. And here we go. We are green flag racing again. This time it's Scott Treadway out in front. Into turns 1 and 2. Brian Cash has the advantage. He's going to go into second place. And onto the back straightaway, a side-by-side battle for 3rd and 4th between Craig Kruckenberg and Marshall Davis. Craig Kruckenberg and Jordan Cantrell, my mistake. Jordan Cantrell trying to hold off Craig Kruckenberg right there as Scott Treadway leads this race. Meanwhile, into turns 1 and 2 and onto the back straightaway, great racing in the back. And the Godfather, he's going to take 3rd place away from Jordan Cantrell.
Alan Bowles is right there looking like he's going to try to make a pass as well.
And Scott Treadway is living up to his nickname Lightning right now as he is way out in front. Right now, here is our top 5. Scott Treadway, Brian Cash, Craig Kruckenberg, Jordan Cantrell, and Alan Bowles rounding out the field. But moving up through the field is the 99 of Brian Bayer. He's now moving up into 6th place, and he's coming up on the top 5 right now. So Brian Bayer is coming.
Yeah, we need to keep an eye on that orange truck. Brian Bayer is up on the outside.
Yep,
he is all the way up. What is he, in 5th?
He's about to be in the top 5 as he tries to make a move on Alan Bowles in the 3 for 5th.
You know, a lot of guys like to run that bottom. And if they are, you can pass them on the outside if your truck's good enough.
And meanwhile, right ahead of them, Jordan Cantrell and Craig Kruckenberg are side by side for 3rd and 4th. Whoa! Jordan looks like he got a little loose there, but he holds on to it. Great racing from both of these guys. The Godfather and the rookie still side by side. And look at Brian Bayer. He's right there with Alan Bowles, and he's catching up to the Godfather as well. And here comes Alan Bowles on the inside of the Godfather.
This is the best race on the track right now for 3rd and 4th.
And the 51 of Luke Whitmire making a pass on Brian Bayer as well. But while all that's happening, Scott Treadway is out in front, and he's seeing all of this in his rear view mirror.
Yeah, Scott Treadway is comfortably out in front. We've got a double shot here. Since Scott is out there by himself, he is just running he looks like somebody that come to practice early.
Yes, he does. And that truck that he calls Alice's Revenge is doing an amazing job at being out in front. Meanwhile, Luke Whitmire and Brian Bayer, they're still side by side as the battle for 6th continues. Luke Whitmire trying everything he can to get around Brian Bayer, but Brian is not making it easy for him.
That's the ones that run side by side for about 8 laps, right, in the challenge race? Looks like Brian Bayer's got the better of him.
Yeah, Brian Bayer holding off Luke Whitmire, while at the same time he's trying to pass Craig Kruckenberg to get into the top 5, and it looks like he might get a good shot right here as Scott Treadway comes up on the 63 of Trevor Kruckenberg. He laps him with ease, and hopefully, and it doesn't look like he's going to have much traffic ahead of him. Meanwhile, the battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th is heating up between Craig Kruckenberg, Brian Bayer, and Luke Whitmire. But Scott Treadway is still out in front. And here comes Brian Bayer. He's looking on the outside of Craig Kruckenberg. Brian Bayer, he's got a good run on the outside, and Craig Kruckenberg is on the inside. Scott Treadway continues to lead, and here we go, cross the start-finish line. You're going to see it right here. There's Brian Bayer on the outside of Craig Kruckenberg trying to make a move, but he still can't do it. And Luke Whitmire is there on the inside as well, and they're coming up on the 63 of Trevor Kruckenberg. That could play a factor here. Yes, it looks like it, and we came close to going 3 wide right there, but we didn't. And Craig Kruckenberg holds on to 5th, and now Scott Treadway's going to pass Tyler Kruckenberg. He's going to put him a lap down. Lightning continues to be in a class of his own as he continues to lead. Brian Cash in the 46 is trying to reel him in, and it looks like he's doing it slowly but surely.
Yeah, Brian's actually, I believe, pulling back up on him right now. Scott was comfortably pulling out, and Brian is actually appears to slowly be pulling back up. But we got a lot going on right here for like 3rd and 4th.
Yes, and right in the thick of that is the 63 of Trevor Kruckenberg. He's just trying to stay out of the way right there, as Brian Cash is still trying to catch the 4 of Scott Treadway. And meanwhile, the battle for 5th is heating up again. Oh my goodness, Alan Bowles, he's going past the 9 of Jordan Cantrell. He's going to move up to 3rd. It looked like Tyler probably slowed Jordan up a little bit there, and that's going to allow Craig Kruckenberg to go past him. Oh, Tyler Kruckenberg really slowed up Jordan Cantrell right there. So now, running in 3rd is the 3 of Alan Bowles, and the 55 of Craig Kruckenberg is in 4th, and Brian Bayer is now in 5th. And we have passed the halfway mark. 14 laps to go. Now 13 laps to go.
Well, Scott's got a real comfortable lead. The only person that's in striking distance of him right now is Brian Cash in 2nd. They're way in front of 3rd place at this moment.
Yeah, and right now the last thing that either Scott Treadway or Brian Cash wants to see is a caution. That is the last thing that they want to see. They want to see this race go all the way to the end. And right now we're taking a look at it. It looks like Brian Cash is about 1.5 seconds behind Scott Treadway. A second and a half behind him. And Brian Cash is running out of time to catch up to him. And it looks like Scott Treadway is going to be coming up on both Kruckenberg brothers momentarily. We'll see if they play a factor. And right now, we're taking a look. Here's our top 5 once again. Scott Treadway, Brian Cash, Alan Bowles, Craig Kruckenberg, and finally the 99 of Brian Bayer. That is your top 5 as we run. And Scott Treadway has led every single lap. He has been absolutely amazing. And that's why they call him Lightning.
Now Brian Cash is right there, though, Adam. He's still within striking distance. I'm not sure if he's just riding or if he's doing everything he can just to stay in striking distance. But Brian Cash is within, still 1.5 seconds. Actually, he's cut it down to about 1.2 seconds. So Brian Cash is cutting the lead down, but we're running out of time. We've got, 9 laps to go. Scott Treadway is comfortably in 1st. The race is really heating up for 4th and 5th back there, but the Bird's Eye Bullets made it up to 4th.
Yeah, Brian Bayer has done an absolutely amazing job working his way up through the field, and now he is in the top 5. That shows that he is definitely going to be one of the contenders in one of our few upcoming races. And right now we're getting a good look at the 3 of Alan Bowles running in 3rd. But Scott Treadway still leads as we have, looks like 6 laps to go.
He's pulled the lead back out to about 1.5 seconds. They just kind of keep yo-yoing just a little bit right around the Scott might just kind of be keeping him in his mirror back there. He may be running as fast as he needs to keep him a second and a half behind him. But right now it looks like Scott Treadway is doing everything he needs just to stay comfortably in the lead.
Yeah, and so far we've only had one big crash in this feature. You know, and although it was one, it was definitely a big one. It was definitely wild to see. And now here we go. It looks like we're going to have we have 5 laps left. Now it's going to be 4 laps to go soon. Scott Treadway still doing an amazing job right now.
Brian Cash cut it down to about 1.2 seconds that time by, 1.2 seconds.
Yeah, and right now I'm looking at the 3 of Alan Bowles. He's starting to catch the 46 of Brian Cash, so he might have something for him in these final few laps. We'll see if he has enough time to catch up to him. 2 laps. And it'll be 2 laps to go next time by. We'll see if Alan Bowles can catch Brian Cash.
Alan Bowles has about 5 or 6 to get up to Brian Cash.
And here we go. It'll be 2 laps to go at the line. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go for Scott Treadway.
Scott Treadway's the one that we saw take some barrel rolls off the track down there at Mobile, just 1 county over in another state, but real close to Pensacola down here.
Yes, he is. And check this out. Alan Bowles in the 3. He has caught Brian Cash as we get the white flag. 1 lap to go for Scott Treadway, and Alan Bowles just might make a pass for second. Here we go onto the back straightaway. Here we go. Does Alan Bowles have something for Brian Cash right here? He's got a good run. Here he goes to the outside. Meanwhile, up front, the winner of the first feature of 2021, it's going to be number 4, Scott Treadway. Lightning wins the first feature of 2021. Brian Cash holds on to second place. Third place goes to Alan Bowles in the 3. Fourth place, Brian Bayer, 99. And rounding out the top 5, the 51 of Luke Whitmire. That is your top 5, and here comes the 41 of Marshall Davis, 9 Jordan Cantrell, 88 Mike Morgan. And that's going to do it for our first feature of 2021. Scott Treadway led the entire 30 laps, and he showed everybody why he is called Lightning.
Man, Lightning. Scott Treadway, it's a lot better watching him win a feature than it is watching him. He didn't just barrel roll, he flipped end over end. He flipped that truck about 3 times off the banks of Mobile Speedway over there. And people that know in this area, they don't have an outside wall. That was really scary. That's several years ago. But we've got him on the front stretch tonight, Scott Treadway.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention this. I really love that American Eagle that he's got on that truck. That shows that he is a real patriotic guy. And I got to say, I imagine that there's a lot of U.S. Army guys, Air Force guys, any military guys that see that number 4 out in front. I imagine that puts a smile on their face.
Yeah, what you see there is an American Eagle. Of course, it's an eagle in the eagle head, and it turns into an American flag. What a patriot, Scott Treadway.
Yes, Scott Treadway. He was in a class of his own. But you know, Alan Bowles.
Alan was coming.
He was coming.
The bird's eye bullet was coming.
Yeah.
They just run out of time.
Yeah, a lot of guys were coming, and like you said, they just ran out of time. If we had a couple more laps, I imagine that things probably would have been a little bit more different. But at the end of the day, people are going to remember that the winner of our first feature of 2021 is number 4, Scott Treadway. Congratulations to Lightning.
Newly married Scott Treadway. 3 weeks.
You know, Scott's got to be feeling pretty happy about that. And we'll be hearing from him momentarily, as well as our second place finisher and third place finisher. Wow. So first we'll be hearing from Scott Treadway, and then we'll be hearing from Brian Cash, and then number 3, Alan Bowles. We see PT is down there, Little D is down there. When they're ready, we'll send it on down to them. And race and Bandit fans, if you've loved this action that you've seen tonight, it's only going to get crazier from here on out, especially when we go to our next race, May 22nd at Salem Speedway. We hope to see you all there. It promises to be one heck of a night.
Go ahead.
We're taking a look at every one of the competitors right now. This was an amazing performance by each and every one of the bandits involved. We saw great heat races, great challenge races, the shootout, and the 30-lap feature. We're going to be sending on down to Scott Treadway momentarily. We'll be hearing from Scott Treadway, and then Brian Cash, and then Alan Bowles.
Giving a handshake there to Brian Cash. Brian come by to give him a high five. There's old Lightning.
Yep. Scott Treadway, definitely one happy guy right there. And the three of Alan Bowles, he's going to be making his way out to the track as well for the celebration.
He's walking around. He's waiting on them to bring him that big check and the trophy. Got congratulations there from Jason. Bottle of water.
Yeah. Good old Scott Treadway giving the thumbs up. I gotta say, it's really cool to see him in victory lane.
Yeah, hey, we've seen him in a couple of altercations, but the barrel roll and the flip end over end at Mobile is probably the scariest, one of the scariest wrecks we've seen with the Bandit series. They had to bring his truck back around with about 3 wreckers. There was one of them carrying the back end, one of them carrying the front end. He slid off the track, went down there to Viola Battery, and made me a little nervous. But no wrecks tonight. He's the victor at Five Flags Speedway in Pensacola, Florida.
Yeah, and I believe we're almost ready for Danielle. We'll send it down to her when she's ready. And I can't wait to hear from our top 3 finishers.
Yeah, we got to get the big check too. You know, there's a big old check he's going to get about with a bunch of zeros on it. So whenever they get the big check down there and the trophy, PT will get lined up. We'll get a cameraman down there, and we'll talk to Scott in just a few minutes. And we also have Brian Cash, second place in the number 46, and Turbo Alan Bowles rounding out the top 3.
Great, it turned out good. Scott got first. We're good with it.
Tell me about that crash there at the in the main event there. What were you seeing from your vantage point?
Well, I got beside there, and then I had him. I thought I had him cleared. Well, I was beside of him, and next thing I know, they said he hit the wall. I don't know. I mean, we was 3 wide right through there, but I don't know if he come down on me or we was just close racing. I mean, I don't know. We was. I don't really know what happened, really, but I dove in the middle. I don't know. I don't see no spark on my truck, but
Hey man, you know if there's paint on the old beautiful green one, you know that it ends up on someone else's. So I think everybody else is clean right now.
Yeah, me and Darren both our trucks is green now, so you can't tell who done what. You know what I'm saying?
Well, congratulations, number 3, Alan Bowles. We call him Turbo. Ladies and gentlemen, Five Flags Speedway, give it up for 3rd place, Alan Bowles, right here.
Nice job, brother.
All right, let's talk to this guy over here. Brian Cash, the Cash Man, buddy, 2nd place. How'd you feel out there, man?
Well, I knew Lightning was out there in front wherever he is. I was like, well, as long as I can follow him, we might be able to do something.
Pretty consistent. You guys were kind of 1 and 2 there. You know, we were just talking down about that crash. Tell us about what were you seeing from your vantage point.
I didn't see anything. I heard something in my ear, but I was like, I don't see anything. And I didn't look. I didn't let out of it. And I was like, I'm staying right here where I'm at.
When you were up there top with Treadway, did you feel like, you know, you were able to catch him, or did you just think that he had too much, or what?
I think he might have been sandbagging me a little bit. He'd get out there, and then I'd get him reeled back in. Then he'd get out there, and I'd get him reeled back in. I think he's playing with him.
How about a guy who hits the wall, you know, a tire blows, you hit the wall in that challenge race, then you come back here and get second place in the main feature. How does that feel?
That feels pretty good. I think maybe rigged. We're going to talk to high ups. I don't know.
That's awesome. Hey, Brian Cash, ladies and gentlemen, second place right here. Make some noise for this guy right here. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank y'all very much. We couldn't do it without y'all. We couldn't do it without our sponsors. Happy Mother's Day, honey. Happy Mother's Day to my mom. All moms, happy Mother's Day. Carolina Cat, NMF. I mean, everybody. We couldn't do it without any of y'all. We thank every one of y'all fans. We wouldn't be here without y'all.
Love it. Brian Cash, everybody. There you go. Second place. All right, let's do it. Lil D and the crew, let's cruise over and talk to the man right here. The newlywed. Oh, my goodness. Look at this guy. Scott Treadway. We call him Lightning, man. You were kind of Mr. Consistent there in that main event. Tell us what you saw the whole time.
I knew once I got out front and get to the inside and hold my line where I wanted to run, I knew I could run well, and everything worked out good for me tonight.
Did you feel like you were just like kind of holding your, were you nervous about another caution with that big lead that you had? And if all of a sudden the caution comes out, then, you know, I might have to play back to the beginning.
Yeah, I was worried about a caution coming out. I was worried about blowing a tire, just everything going through your mind. And I just tried my best to win this one.
Now, 2 weeks ago, you guys tied the knot here, so tell us a little bit about that. The newlywed, man, someone's having a great last couple weeks. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we come down, we was going to get married before the race last time, and it rained the race out, but we come on down and got married, and we have a baby on the way, be due in July, so everything's going great for me.
How about that, man? Send this guy to the gas station for a lotto ticket tonight, am I right? Seriously, someone is hot. Hey, congratulations to you and your bride, man, and the new one on the way. That is awesome, all right? $10,000 check right here for Scott Treadway. We call him Lightning. Do me a favor, Five Flags Speedway here in Pensacola. Make some noise for the winner, Scott Treadway!
Thank y'all.
You want to shoot some sponsors or no? You got some sponsors you want to send some love out to?
Yeah, I need to thank some of the sponsors. I need to thank the Peach Store. I need to thank Air Dog. They've been great. Minimizer, I need to thank them. Lila Record Service, Moglide, just everybody.
Awesome, man. You're the best. Congratulations on the new one on the way. And just having a great day, man. This guy is on fire right here.
Thank Alan Bowles. He's a great team manager, great team owner. Just thank him for giving me the chance and opportunity.
Very cool, man. Here we go. This guy is crushing right now. He's Scott Treadway. We call him Lightning. Everybody hop in for a quick photo, all right? Let's go hop in for a quick photo. D, let's sign off. My goodness, was that awesome or what? Wow.
That was a great time, man. We promised a good show, and they delivered.
Oh, my God. The Bandits came back. They were loving it. There was maybe a little bit of some, like we talked about, some jitters. We were saying, like, you know, on there. But, man, they had a great time. And I think everybody in general, hey, we came out for the most part on the right side, right?
We did, and Salem's 2 weeks away. So make sure you guys tune in for that, because we are coming back with vengeance.
Yeah, and Brian Bayer, who really crushed tonight in a lot of the races and heats and stuff, he got that tough draw in the luck of the draw, right? But it's his home speedway. He's literally the king of Salem. So it's going to be hot at Salem in 2 weeks, May 22nd.
Yep, we can't wait. We're so excited. Make sure you come out if you're in the area. Otherwise, you guys got to tune in.
Awesome. Hey, for Lil D on PT, for the Otwells, we're going to send it back up to you guys. Much love from everybody here. Five Flags Speedway. We'll see you next time at Salem Speedway. Back to you, boys.
All right. Thank you very much, PT and Danielle. What an incredible night at Five Flags Speedway.
Man, the bird's eye bullet come up a little short, but that's where we're going next.
Yes, we're going to be in Brian Bayer's backyard in a few weeks on May 22nd at Salem Speedway, Salem, Indiana. We hope to see you all there and tune in. It promises to be one heck of a night. But for tonight, this is the end for our first night of the 2021 season. So on behalf of Dan Strine, Stream Bite, the entire Stream Bite crew, and the entire Bandit Series crew. I'm Adam Otwell. We'll see you in a couple of weeks at Salem Speedway. Congratulations to Scott Treadway. So long, everybody.
Hey, what is up, guys? This is Connor from Rainey's, and today we've got a new product for you, Fox Shocks. For over 40 years, Fox Shocks has been making high-quality suspension products, and they've brought that experience to the heavy-duty industry. Now, the first thing that you're going to notice about this shock is that it is mounted shaft end down. It is supposed to be this way. We've gotten quite a lot of comments about people saying that it's mounted backwards, and that's not the case. The reason is because it's an IFP shock, and IFP shocks are going to give you a better, superior ride and damping force for a longer period of time. The massive 7/8 inch shaft provides better ride stability and has been chrome plated and heat treated to withstand the elements. The cover that you see over the shaft is to protect from accidental damage and has openings so debris, water, and snow can all filter out. All Fox Shocks come with a 2-year, 200,000 mile warranty, which is the best in the industry, and are rebuildable and serviceable in case they get damaged. If you're looking for the best shocks on the market, then look no further. For more product information, visit us at Rainey's.com.
It's all work and racing, that's the life I lead. This song's about the night the bandits proved it to me. Blowing black smoke down those old country roads, drifting every corner as fast as we could go. Who would have thought this would ever be? Fox sent a crew down like I never seen, 'cause someone called us bandits in a local magazine. Don't you think this big rig racing's getting out of hand? It started out with beers and never understand, blazing through the smoke, getting cheered by the fans, 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 fans. Man, this big rig racing's getting out of hand. We were rolling like thunder, that's why we never saw bandits and got loose and fly to the wall as the pace car pulled out the pits filled with fans. Out from a window came the bandit's hand. He signaled I'm alright, and the look on his face said it's all about the glory. We'll live to roll another day. Crowds kept getting bigger, and so did the prize for the race. Don't you think this big rig racing's getting out of hand? It started out with beers and never understand, blazing through the smoke, getting cheered by the fans, 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 fans. Man, this bandit racing's getting out of hand. It's all work and racing, that's the life I lead. This song's about the night the bandits proved it to me. Blowing black smoke down those old country roads, drifting every corner as fast as we can go. Who would have thought this would ever be? Fox sent a crew down like I've never seen, 'cause someone called us bandits in a local magazine. Don't you think this big rig racing's getting out of hand? It started out with beers and never understand, blazing through the smoke.